This computer. There we go. We're recording. Quick introduction myself, GP, with JT, both from 100%. And we're joined by, my God, host, MC, Ambition is Critical.
Bon vivant.
Bon
vivant.
Bon vivant, Rodders.
The next Kevin Johns, Mr. Paddy Cullen.
Yeah. Honest to God. I'm Wanky doing a line of Charlie off an horse's back.
What a start.
One introduction. How's things?
Oh, brilliant, mate. All good. Been looking forward to this as it happens. Listen to Ryan's yesterday. Fucking loved it. I've known Ryan 25 years. I didn't know he was fucking like Gnomski. When he fucking when did Ryan turn into fucking Coolio? Fuck,
I know.
You know he's at. He was telling me stuff I fucking never spoke to him about in fucking years. Fucking unbelievable. Enjoyed it. Oh, good.
I enjoyed
about these, and I told you like last week.
Yeah.
Maybe it's in a selfish way. Like, I fucking love them. I think they're fucking great. I think they got legs. I think you could do other DJs from Swansea, especially now with fucking Zoom. You can interview fucking CM Williams, all the fucking Swansea DJs all over the fucking world. And let's be honest, like, especially during lockdown, you could probably get some big name DJs just to come on for an hour and have an interview simply because people got time to kill. Like, you know, I think it's fucking great. I enjoyed them.
I've already reached out to Todd Terry to see if he wants to have like a little half hour. I got Chris Webb booked in next week. He'd be a good one as well.
Loves his music.
Loves his music, yeah. And obviously how he's incorporated in the gym as well. We can talk about that. Yes, this is your idea, to be honest, Pad. I only wanted the people just to get to know my team. And just so you know, the guys on the streams, they could get to know them as people and personalities. And then you said you said you need to fucking do these more. So this is the reason why we're doing them, to be honest. All down to you, the AIC effect, isn't it?
Well, like I said, a bit in a selfish way. I was enjoying them, like, you know what I mean? I never thought I'd ever hear the day when I said I went to bed with Nicky Grove and my missus. You know what I mean? In the same fucking bed, but it happened. You know what I mean? But ask me which one's fatter. You know what I mean? You know, it's fucking, like I said, you've got a bed, usually I just like sticks the tablet on and sticks like Netflix on and that. Yeah. All of a sudden, I got Jordan Steens coming in my ears. You know what I mean?
Superb. Pad, in your honour tonight as well, Pad, I've decided to opt for a bit of that, right?
As I blow some fucking H2O like Bob Boucher, what a wanker. Fucking very nice. If you're drinking on the fucking rain, it's got to be boiling hot, like, you know what I mean? When you're drinking that stuff. It's lovely though, isn't it?
Oh, it's like drinking.
Real nice.
It's like drinking hooch without the headache, is the way I've described
Quality, mate. Really good. Only found it last week. Fucking another success story of the lockdown. You know, fucking lovely stuff. One thing I got to ask you after yesterday. The only thing that baffled me out of that, apart from Ryan's knowledge of rap, is did you say you on furlough till November?
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
Fuck you now. Where are you working? Santa's fucking grotto. Fucking November.
I work for in the travel industry, so travel and tourism. So and we organise like mass gatherings, so football events, rugby events.
Oh, lumping fuck!
So,
right, yeah.
So it's kind of all bets are off at the minute. So it is what it is, I suppose.
Unfortunately, it's one of them things. It's just literally taking up your hands, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
You know, you can either cry about it or you yourself haven't done anything wrong, have you?
No. Well, not that I'm prepared to commit to on video. No. So.
yeah. Fair enough.
So how's lockdown been treating you, Pad?
Best global pandemic ever. 100%. It's been fucking great. Me and my missus, like I got 2 jobs. I'm a postman. I got another job as well. But the other job, I'm working from home instead of being out till after state in the night. So I'm working from home with my missus. It's like we got role play. It's like I'm having a workplace affair. I'm shagging it over the kitchen table, everything. Fucking great. You know what I mean? And my daughter's never experienced all of us together in the house all the time. So whereas everyone else is saying, oh, we're getting under each other's feet. For me, I'm not kidding you. It's fucking great. Not just for the three of us to be in the house all the fucking time together. You can't go out. Like, at the time when it was proper lockdown, no one could go out, no one could leave the house. And I got to be honest, we fucking loved it. Especially up at 10, we got street parties every fucking week. I never played so much fucking bingo. I haven't done this many fucking lines since fucking 1998. It's fucking honest to fact. We got over for 10 and no one gives a fuck for Corona. We're doing the fucking wigwam bam in the middle of the fucking street every Saturday.
I'm glad to see that you've managed to get that marigold off your head, to be honest.
Mate, my fucking eyes were in the back of my head, man. It was touch and go while I was at the hospital, mate, for a bit. You know what I mean? They was going to laser it off. And but not kidding, like his neighbours run by me, like said, they've lived in the street 30 years and they've never fucking seen it. Like, it's no like community spirit and shit like that. I will say for Botan, it's a fucking crazy place. I won't bore you, but they got 4 pubs, 3 news agents, a fucking McDonald's over the bridge, and a funeral director's right on the end. So I'm going to leave the day. It's fucking great. It's a mad place.
It's funny you should say that, because I'm old enough to remember the Silver Jubilee, right? And I was living in Kilvey Road, up the road from you, St Thomas Boys.
Yeah, they still got the paintings on the page.
That's what I was just going to say. It went mental over there then, like. So if that's what they were like 40 or 50 years ago, whatever it was, 40 odd years ago, I can imagine that they're still up for it now, aren't they? So.
Oh, but the thing is, don't get me wrong, no one for the lockdown, it wouldn't have been like it was. No. As it was, everyone's out in the street. Like, there's a boy opposite me, Sean Crocker. Fuck, you got game shows going on, bingo quizzes. Brilliant.
And then Billy's ripping it up. Billy's playing house music again.
Yeah, Billy's a massive fan of yours, Greg, as it happens. He got a lot of time and a lot of respect for you. I think he could be a little up and coming, mind. You know what I mean? He got a little bit of talent about him, in fairness. Like, maybe so. Could be old school, 100% old school under fives, we'll call them. 17 and 18-year-olds fucking playing around. Like.
When we start doing blue lights, he can be my resident, he can.
Yes, agree. Yeah.
He's Billy's hell of a boy. He's only 17, love him. And I think he's 18 now. But I have to go every gig that I do. I have to pick a little fucker up. And then bring him in then with me, so he's like my fucking roadie he is, carrying all my bags and stuff. And then
randomly, oh sorry, go on.
No, and then you just leave into it. Then I don't see him in for the rest of the night. I may see him at the end of the night. He says, "Oh, my mother's coming to pick me up at the top of Wine Street at 2:00 in the morning." I go, fucking brilliant.
Leanne fucking kill it. But it was literally funny enough. We haven't spoken about it. Like, I've been talking to Ryan Hall since while the lockdown was on, and Ryan Hall was saying, when the Optimist opens back up, he said, I would love to get, he said, I think Funky House is making a massive comeback, like, which I agree with, I can see, and he said, I'm honestly thinking about doing like a house night every Saturday in the Optimist. And we was talking, and I said, well, I'll be honest, right, you haven't even got to have a resident, like, I said, you could just have like a weekly thing. I said, 1 week you could have Greg, next week you could have fucking JT, the week later, you could have Leon Singh. The week later, you could have Kerno. And I was saying to Billy, like, I said, Bill, listen, keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
And somewhere like that, they'd have him in once every 2 months. Amazing experience for Billy. I'd be totally confident in him to carry it off. It's not like you talking on the mic, just mixing. Good eye for a tune and all that. And because we wouldn't have a resident, we'd have someone different every week. They'd bring a new crowd in every week. Like, and I think Ryan was sold on the idea straight away. Like, so I think that's what could be happening.
I prefer to go down the Secret. Now if the weather's nice, I like to do a day down the Secret. That would be fucking class. That would.
Yeah.
But if Ryan charges £18 for a breakfast, my DJ fee must be $1,000 then.
Oh fuck yeah! You want more than Eric Murillo charges?
I'm only joking. Right, your breakfasts are brilliant. They are beautiful. But so if we just go into it, Pat. So I know music-wise, you and Ryan are polar opposites, really. And the only thing that's brought you guys together is house music, so to speak, in that sort of sense.
Yeah.
But what got you into music?
going back, like, as a kid who went to, like, I can't really remember what I was into a kid. I remember going to see Michael Jackson in Barcelona and buying the Thriller album and shit like that. And randomly, as a kid, my mother's a school teacher and used to play the piano, and her, my old man, forced me into piano lessons, right? So when you were 11 years old, that's the most uncool fucking thing in the world, isn't it? Right? And my mother was from a little village called Garnett. So she sent me to that's right, yeah. I don't think he played fucking piano though.
You can't even spell piano, the thick Kim.
No, he can't. And so she sent me to the piano teacher who taught her, like, but she was fucking 93 when she was teaching me. So I only learned one song in fucking 2 years, £11 an hour. I was the entertainer, another one from the snooker. Every week I go in and she'd say, "Well, for the day," and I'd be the entertainer. 3 fucking years. I could play that blindfolded, like Jerry Lee Lewis from my foot. But I couldn't play anything else, like. And she ended up fucking dying. And I said, "Look, I'm fucking 30, I'm not playing the piano no more, get fucked." But now when I go on YouTube and I see the white guy from the Rat Pack, remember that Rave fucking up the Rat, and it's called Davos on YouTube, and they play all the old house tracks and rave tunes on the piano, and I look at it and I think, that's the greatest thing I've ever fucking seen. I think, if I could do that, I'd be fucking loving it. Like, too fucking regret it ending when you're fucking older.
Yeah. Then, house party legend you'd be then, wouldn't you?
Oh, imagine that. Walking around with a fucking keyboard on my shoulder and everybody going, they're like that African funeral tribe. And then, I think one of the things I remember, like, it was a couple of things. As a kid, I'll never get it. A boy called Adrian Barrett lent me cassette tapes, like, and on one side it had Stone Roses, and on the other side it had Happy Mondays, Pills and Aches. And I think that was the time where I really got into an actual music scene, like, and thought, fucking hell, what's it? Especially the Happy Mondays. Love the Stone Roses, but I find most people in either Stone Roses or Happy Mondays, and I went more Happy Mondays, like, you know what I mean? That was the thing that fucking kicked me off. And then when I was about 14, and my cousin was like a wedding DJ. I did, like, go around all weddings, like Glenclydach, Manor Park and all that. And on Saturday night, I'd go and help him take his gear, and he'd give me like 40 quid when he was 14. But whenever the weddings and I would finish, we'd go to nightclubs. Like, a lot older than I was, and we wouldn't think anything of driving to Newport, Bridgend on a Saturday night. So the wedding would finish at 11. The pair of us wouldn't drink. He'd be out of the car, so he wouldn't drink. I was 14, I wasn't drinking, but we just go to nightclubs. And I remember looking at him, thinking it was the biggest fucking thing that I'd ever seen. They seemed massive. Everyone seemed to be enjoying, and it just got me into nightclubs at 14, and I just didn't look back. Like, it's all for the next, I'd say, till he was born, like, I'd say from the age of about 14 to mid-30s, there weren't many weeks where he went out somewhere, like, in a club or in a fucking pub, or that's just what it was for the next 15, 20 years, like. And it was mainly down to my cousin, like. And then he got a residency in the Dark Arch, no, in
Yeah, I know. I played there a couple of times. It's party.
So, like, I would do like the first hour warm up for him, and then I was his lightning jock and smoking, in charge of the smoke machine. One day I held my finger on the smoke machine so fucking long, the fucking wire tripped. Everything tripped out, like. It was like fucking Basra in there, honestly. It was like a continuous. It was like an hour-long episode of Stars in Their Eyes. Everyone walking around bumping into each other, coming out dressed as Tina Turner. Fucking nightmare. He got sacked after that. He didn't fucking speak to me for a year. I was fucking devastated. But it was great. Like, it was a great experience. I was a kid going around to all these nightclubs, like, fucking brilliant times, like, really good.
That's something to tell your mates, isn't it? To be honest, when you're 14. Oh, it's like fucking Dylan when he joined the gym. He joined the gym at 14.
Unbelievable.
Fucking, it's brilliant. So you said you used to play as well, did you? So did you start DJing for a bit?
I I had the arse end of the fucking deal, to be honest. Like, I was going to, at about 15 then, we started going to Martha's on a Friday night. Well, what happened? We go to, it was like at the start of the acid house period, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I sort of missed the first beginnings of it. But then, while it was really, really a big scene, like a big youth culture scene in Swansea, I was there, like, you know, I was about 15 and I was going to Martha's, like I said, because we was going to nightclubs quite young age, like.
Yeah.
I don't know if people realise now, people who go to nightclubs now, when I first started going to nightclubs, people don't realise that there was like proper dance round your handbags. You weren't allowed in with a
collars,
collar,
shoes,
white socks, black fucking trousers, shoes. So that's what it was like in like Mothers, Ritzy, Central Park, proper stockick and Waterman type thing, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then you go over the road in Martha's, and it was literally like a fucking different world, like, you know, there's no fucking shoes or trousers or anything like that. It's like a proper new scene that's just come along, like, you know, and TikTok on a Friday night. The very first night I went there, Carl Cox was playing. What a fucking, what a debut to fucking go in. Unbelievable. I never forget, he come on to a remix of Smells Like Teen Spirit.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
Blew my fucking mind. Can still remember it to this day, like, unbelievable. Friday night there, and like Friday night was like Lomas and a DJ called Jez started it. Like, Jez has passed away now, he's a proper hooligan, and he's dead now, you know, rest in peace. Like, but they played a massive part in getting like the rave scene into Swansea. Like, it was Lomas, Jez, DJ Jamo.
Jamo's still going now, isn't he? Jamo's still going now.
Is he really? Yeah. I haven't seen him for years, like, you know. And Sue had MCs in it. Jamie Mainwaring from Morriston, MC Saxon.
Yeah. Dale Shocker.
Yes,
Dale.
I remember it.
He's still going, Shocker.
Is he? Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Turtle.
Yeah.
Turtle from Morriston was brilliant.
Yeah. You saw Solo used to play there as well. DJ called Solo.
It, yeah.
Did John Stefanik? Did John Stefanik? Oh, John Healy, is it?
Yeah, John Healy's Solo, yeah.
Used to be my boss, he did. And John Stefanik used to play it, didn't he? Strictly Groovy. Or was that on a different night?
Well, that was Saturday night, Strictly.
That was that's everyone who used to go to Strictly Groovy used to turn their nose up on a TikTok on a Friday, the happy hardcore with Slipmat and DJ Dougal and all that. But what do you usually find? You'd start off on a Friday night in TikTok, and then you'd end up working your way into Strictly Groovy on a Saturday night. And that was like a totally different night altogether, like far more funkier. You had DJs like fucking Judge Jills, I saw there, Paul Oakenfold.
Yeah, I saw Sasha there.
Yes, of course. Tony DeVitt was there.
Yeah.
You know, you'd walk in there, there'd be fucking transvestites in there and fucking, it was mad. Like, it was like on.
The resident for Strictly Groovy, Lindsay's my best man. He was
way.
Yeah, he could make some mine, Lindsay. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So he was a god of the house, of the Swansea house scene as well.
Unreal, unfucking real. It was like I said, don't forget, over the road and in every other nightclub in Swansea is this pop dance on your handbag scene.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, this little click the other side of the road. Bear in mind, there's people coming from all over fucking Wales, like, to these fucking nights. Like,
Gareth Hopkins. I know you're mates with Hoppy as well, like Gareth Hopkins. He used to come down from the day, didn't he? So,
yeah, of course he would have, with fucking Lakey and all through the Cardiff mob, like, if they could fucking put a cap on and not get seen, like. But, no, incredible. Like I said, you go from, you went from, like, white socks and fucking black trousers to literally wearing whatever the fuck you wanted. Like I'll never get walking up like, I was big into my clothes, like, I'm big into football, and we'd walk up the stairs in Martha's, and all the drug dealers would be on top of the stairs for the bandit, and he'd have MC Saxon. I'd be there in a Fantasia jacket with hair down to here, and Saxon would be there in a Ralph Lauren Addington or Stone Island jumper, and you're looking at it thinking, fuck, you know, what's that like? These are the days before the internet and all that.
Yeah.
And it's a totally different scene, like, fucking brilliant to be there at the ground level, like, you know.
So to go off topic slightly, Tad, and I know that you are massive in your clothes and the casual.
Yeah,
Is that what it started? Because you've seen obviously influential guys like that wearing all these nice brands, and then you decided to get on it.
Yeah, I was in the J4 fourth year in St Joseph's, in St Joseph's School. I'll never forget. I went to town with my mate Nigel Bragg and his cousin, and a boy in school called Matthew Palmer, and I was just this little fucking gimp in a pair of tracksuit and a pair of Puma trainers. And the four of us went to town. I met them on Devati Bridge by Griffiths John Street, Devati Vice, and and all them were wearing paisley jumpers and wallabies, and I was in his tracksuit. And I fucking broke my heart. No, because I fucking stood out, looked a fucking mess. And that was the day when I went, I'll fucking never, ever look like that again. Like, the next day I was in Cardiff buying Barker baggies from fucking the Barker shop up there. And then that just started, like, a thing for clothes, which I always loved from that day onwards. Yeah. And then we'd always go to, we'd go to the vet, like, me and Jamie Green, 2 kids in for £1 with an adult. And then I was always like a people watcher, and I'd be at the back of the vets and I'd be watching everyone, and you'd just see all these boys in like 18, 19, 20. And like I said, they're walking down and they've gone to the football looking like they fucking gonna play golf or going to town, like, or they look overly dressed,
yeah,
you know, thick as Timberlands with like this fucking, and you don't know who just got this a guy playing polo. And then he'd have like a Stone Island badge. What the fuck is that compass on your arm? And I would just be thinking, what the fuck is all that? Because there's no internet. Yeah. You literally don't know what it was like. But then he just, I don't even know how we realised. Like, you know, next thing he went going up to Owls on the road to buy a fucking Ralph Lauren jacket because it's the only place in Wales that sells it. Like, you know, and then just stemmed from there. And I think I'll always be like it. I think I'll be 60 years old wearing the same stuff. Like, I don't think it'll ever change, to be honest. Like.
And you've even passed that down to Tilly of News. I know the Tilly wears all the Stone Island stuff, and
Tilly will wear a Stone Island jumper as it happens. Yeah. She's like all out of the blue. She just turned into this fucking little casual kid, like, you know, fucking. I turned around fucking other day. She got a fucking bucket hat on playing bingo. You know, so where the fuck that come on. And you know, she likes a Fred Paddy. And again, same as music, I pass music on down. I don't know how it just turned out. The blue 1 minute she was into fucking Little Mix and stuff like that. Next minute she's on my shoulders and Jerry Cinnamon and fucking, you know, she's smuggling in my Charlie, like, it's fucking good. But she's gone music mad. Like, the only thing is now we can't really afford to go the three. Like, I can't go my mate. Well, we goes together, like, as it happens, Tilly knows all my mates. And she's 15, but she acts a bit older, like. So I know we can take I think it's great, like, it was a great relationship.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mostly Liam Gallagher. She's been to more festivals than me at the age of 30, like, she's 15, like, you know what I mean? I think it's pretty fucking cool. You know what I mean? Yeah, so, you know, some people probably disagree with it, saying it's not the best, you know, not being the best father, like, but I don't know, what are you going to do? There's no right, there's no wrong, is it?
Parenting doesn't come with a rule book, does it? You've got to make it up as you go along.
No, exactly. Like, but like I say, the only bad thing is, tickets now 50, 60 quid. We can't really afford for the three of us to go.
I know what you mean.
So as my missus that sits out, like, so my missus you know what I mean? My missus is all schooling and I'm fucking going to see Liam Gallagher. It's fucking great.
Well, I was trying to get you and your missus Glastonbury tickets this year because he lives the road behind me. Now, right? Right. So Lisa sent me all your details as well, so I was online. So even on the resale, I was ready as well. So I kept them for next year for you, right?
Yeah, hard work, man. That's the only bad thing. Like, Glastonbury's best place on earth, but it's just so fucking hard to get tickets. Like you couldn't say 12 of you. Let's fucking go because it's impossible. Like, you know what I mean? Can't be done.
We've deferred ours for next year. Now we had them for this year, and we've deferred them for next year. So.
Right, you did you? Okay, see you later. Fuck you, I'm off, sneaky cunt.
I've kept your details, Pat. Don't worry, I'll keep searching for you, right?
Shut on up, you fucking ass, you prick.
That's an offer I can't refuse.
So Pat, going back to music, what was the first, like, I don't suppose it's record, but what was the first album you bought?
Like I said, I didn't go back. I like Michael Jackson, Thriller, but that's when it was just literally a kid. Like, I think proper first few albums, probably, like I said, I had the cassette of Mondays, but first, like, proper when I really got into a band, probably be like Definitely Maybe and stuff like that, man. You know what I mean? That sort of scene now, like 90s indie music scene, like, I think there would have been Definitely Maybe and all that. And that's when we got big time into music, like, you know, big CD collections, which is mad because, like, CD collections now, just one generation totally wiped off the planet. They think of the past, don't they? Which is a mad fucking thing to think of, like.
Yeah, no, Spotify's just taken over completely, or
whoever
else. Yeah.
None of us own a physical CD anymore. Like, it's fucking mental.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to show my daughter, she's 9, and I was showing her cassette tapes before, and she's just looking at me stupid, like, as if, what the hell do you do with that? And it's understandable, isn't it?
Oh, of course. Yeah. Unbelievable. Like, just all been wiped out, total industry. Go on the face of the earth, like. Yeah. But yeah, I think it would have been like I said, that the Oasis thing come after the acid house stuff and all that. I would be Fantasia, Dreamscape, you know, the big cassette boxes. Have like
tape packs,
3 or 4 tapes, like loads of them. Like, and like I said, me and my mate Chris Grenville, we bought decks, but we kept them in his house. We bought vinyl, kept them in his fucking house. Nothing was kept in my house. I think DJ Jamo had like a record shop. First of all, it was in Picton Arcade, I think.
Yeah,
but then it moved to above, know where Massimo Gallo's dresses is?
Still in the arcade?
Right. Well, he had another one in Slicks or something. It was round the corner. By John Griff's body shop. Well, there was a record shop above there.
Okay.
And I'll never get. We was in there once, buying vinyl, and it was an oldish guy wearing like the old Fantasia jackets, had Fantasia crew on the back. Well, this guy had like the Craze on the back, and we were like, "Oh, how are you in here?" Like, and telling us a mad story. Both the Craze were in prison. He said, but at the time I didn't believe him. But he was saying, like, you know, they still run things from prison. People will come to them for connections and all that, and up and down the country. And the Craze would bang into the rave scene, obviously because he knew about the drugs and the fucking money to be made, innit?
Yeah.
And he was down in Swansea, sort of sorting out raves through the Craze, like. And I thought, fucking hell, how fucking mad is that? That they're far-reaching this little corner of South Wales. I was thinking, fucking hell, how big the rave culture was, like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was massive. Like I said, to the point where I was good mates with Colin Breen's boy, Jamie, like my best mate we grew up. Like Colin Breen organised a rave farm in Carmarthen, right? So the plan was you have 2 buses outside Martha's, and you take all these people then to this fucking farm in Carmarthen. Fucking mental. And he told me and Jamie, who was only 14, right, you 2 in charge of the water. Water's £2 a bottle. Water's £2 a fucking bottle. All right, fucking great, you know. No fuckers buying water all night. Everyone's raving like fuck off their fucking head. Not one bottle of water's being sold, like. So all these hippies are in there, and Colin Breen follows a couple of them round, and they fucking all fill in their own bottles of water with a tap from the outside, like. So Colin Breen, Mark Flynn, Terry Flynn just went out with an hammer, smashed the fucking water, and smashed the tap off the fucking wall. Colin Breen marched into the rave. Come to us, you and that. Water's £5 a bottle now, right? We made a killing. We made about fucking £900 just for selling fucking bread and carrying.
So did you used to go to many raves then, Pad, during the rave scene?
Yeah. I was just after the Fantasia. Like Fantasia stopped in about 92, 93, so I was only about 12 then. But then I went to Dreamscape in the Sanctuary in Milton Keynes. Massive events, like massive.
Yeah.
I remember Lomas organised a trip from Martha's to a club called Diard in Leicester. And that was the first sort of proper rave outside Swansea I went to. Like, I was going to Pulse in Swansea University, which was big for the time, but like actually outside travelling. And I look back to this day and even think, even looking back now, it was probably stupid. Like, I'm 15, I'm meeting outside Martha's at 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a Friday night, travelling to Leicester. I'm telling my mum and father I'm sleeping with my mate Sean Cusack's. Sean is telling his mother that he's sleeping down my house. And we're going to fucking Leicester. And we're pulling back up. Like, I was fucking 15. I don't know what an ecstasy pill was. But everyone on the bus on the way back is still fucking dancing in the aisle. I just want to fucking ginsters from the services. I am physically fucking drink. And I couldn't work out how everyone's still fucking dancing. And I always think, like a fucking bus crash and all that day. I think, what the fuck would your mother and father think? No, he's a Sean Cusack's, like, no, he's right on the lamppost on the M25, like, and I just think, fucking hell. 15, maybe he was a bit young, like, but I don't know where it's like an only child thing. You just think, fuck it, you go in, and then you end up not giving a fuck, like, but I think you stand you in good stead in the future.
Yeah,
I think
streetwise early doors, isn't you?
Well, I don't know. I'm never going to be a fucking politician or anything, but I just think, if you're doing shit like that when you're 15 and going, sometimes you'll be just going on your own, like, and then when in years to come in, you don't think fucking twice of going somewhere on your own and just making friends, like, I don't think it's a bad thing, like,
Streetwise then, don't you? You could probably walk in the skate back in the day, couldn't you? And just on your own, and you could link up with 10, 15 different people.
Well, that's Swansea, isn't it? That's the good thing about Swansea, like, I think. And I think, dare I say it, I think the fucking drug culture did actually help stuff like that, man, because I just caught the end of where town was. People were going to town for a fight on Saturday night. It was literally, it would be, Gatti, it'd be a couple of times that people would have ups off scrapping on the Kingsway. Yeah. And when ecstasy and all, listen, it was called ecstasy for a fucking reason, wasn't it? You know what I mean? And there's a reason why it was fucking 15, 20 pound a pill. But all of a sudden, you had gangs of boys that probably would have been fighting 3 years before, were all going out and all getting on. So you had your Mansellton boys and your Penland boys and your fucking and your Boney Mine boys, and everyone just ended up getting on. I think it was I look at town now. Maybe it's because we're older and you look through rose-tinted spectacles and all that. But I look at town now, like Peppermint. With the greatest respect to Peppermint, it might be amazing, but what the fuck? How have we got a fucking roped-off VIP bit? There's no VIPs in Swansea. The only VIPs in Swansea are fucking Trundle, Artson, Tyler, and Kev John. And Kev John can't go in their dresses with a twanky because it's too small. He's asked me picking everyone up, wasn't he? So to me, to have a VIP area in Swansea is fucking barking mad. I'm so chuffed I was there. Because even if you take, like I said, when the acid house thing was dying down a bit then, we were lucky then, because once that died and Martha's shut, you had another fucking super club opening then, an Escape. Which again, people come from all over the fucking country to go to fucking Escape. How lucky are we to have experienced, how lucky was I to experience Martha's, Escape? And dare I say it, right? Like I said, we went out every Saturday, especially after we play football for the Saints, right? We won't go home, we'd get changed in football, we'd be straight to the Brimellen, and then we'd be in town then. Even in the days where we were going to Jubilee's, mine. At the time, Jubilee's could have been fucking Es Paradis in Ibiza. We knew everyone in there. He was drinking outside. We knew every single person in there. All the different gangs. Whether it was a fucking bit of a shithole or not. It was a great, great time, mate. Yeah, and a great place. Like, we had some great times in it. And then same as Swansea again in that time. I don't think we realised how lucky we had. I think moving to Wine Street, I think actually killed Swansea in a bit. Because I just think too many places opened. Right? When we had the Kingsway, you had Central Park Ritzy's. Ritzy's super club. 2,000 people in there every Friday and Saturday, right? If he was a little bit older, if he was over 25, he'd go to Shades. If he was a little bit older again, he'd go to Barons. Barons and Shades are open now. That's what I'd be going. But there's nowhere for me to go. You know what I mean? There's nowhere for our age to fucking go.
No.
Wine Street come along, and so many places open that you haven't got the number of people to actually fill all these little places. Like, for example, no Sunday night. Sunday night, Central Park, you've got the Brimham in the day, you go to Martha's, and then you go to Central Park. Best day of the fucking week. It was fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
You go to town on a Sunday now, there is no town on a Sunday. Non-existent. There is no scene. There's nothing there. You know what I mean? Whereas in our day, there was like, Monday was student night.
Yeah.
Tuesday was, you'd have something in Barnes, like a soul night, but that was Tuesday was your day off. Wednesday, it'd all be open.
Day off.
Thursday night.
Thursday night was brilliant.
Thursday night was class.
Thursday night. 80s night in Ritchie's Central. Unbelievable night.
Yeah.
Friday night was Friday night. Saturday was fucking rammed. Everyone come from everywhere. And then Sunday, if he was working, he was home by 10:30. And if he was off, he was in fucking top and Hannah with Rocky. Unbelievable times, like. Yeah. You know what I mean? We was fucking spoilt. And I look at it now and I just think they only seem to have a Saturday night. And I just think, I just feel quite sorry for them. They're in such a, you know, maybe people from away will come down on a stag, do a look on the Wine Street and say, that's fucking the best place I've ever seen. It's all in one place. But I just think there's something special about the Kingsway, and we didn't have many places, but what we had, we knew everyone in them and everyone fucking enjoyed them. Like. That's what I think personally, like, you know what I mean?
No, that's right. I agree.
And do you know when we go back with the ecstasy scene? And I can remember, it was before my time, obviously, but I can remember, like, it was always like more. I was Clansamrock boy, but I was in Morrison school. So Morrison people hated Ballymine hated Penlan, and Penlan hated Manselton, blah 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 blah. But I think the drug scene, and it kind of like made Swansea into a little village, if you know what I mean.
100%.
So this is why everybody, like, obviously you're not from Clansamrock, but we are mates. You're not from Clansamrock either, and we are mates. And this is what's brought everybody together. Going back 15 years ago, there wasn't any of that, was it? You stuck to your own. You'd have your own 10 mates. I've lost count how many times I've seen, when I first started going out, before obviously everybody was taking drugs and whatnot. Well, there'd be one boy that get dropped by a townhill boy, and about 300 blokes would be standing on his head. Now they're all going out for a piss. They're all going out for a fag together. Yeah, loving each other. And that's probably, as you said, that's probably the turning point, really, in bringing 100%. Swansea together.
100%.
Which I
Saturday night on the Kingsway, a lot of people were just there for the scrapping, like, which fucking was never my cup of tea. Like, thought of going places and have to look over his shoulder. Fuck me, it's a very fucking stressful way to live, isn't it?
Yeah. The taxi rank on the Kingsway on a Saturday night was Sunday night as well. Sunday night.
Wow. Like the Almond province, wasn't it? You know what I mean? Crazy.
Yeah, it was.
But it was like, none of my mates were into like acid house and rave and the rave scene and all that. I was going on my own at 15, and I'd see all the Penland boys like Tap Bunce and all them and Marcus, and I just pile in with them, like.
Yeah.
And it was fucking, like I said, no qualms at all. The only one night, my old girl and my old man put their foot down. They said, "You're not going out. You're only 15." It was Black Friday. They wouldn't let me out. I was devastated. And I ended up Lee Owls hitting my mate upstairs in Martha's, so I'm glad he didn't fucking go out.
So, let me just...
Greg's going to go and quieten down the puppies.
Yeah.
Puppy was stuck underneath the rail. Sorry, boys. I was screaming. I haven't been killing it, honestly.
While we ran away, Sunday was good fun, mate. What we did Sunday was amazing. I got to be honest.
Well, mate, for two out of the three of us, it was amazing.
Mate, I only dipped my toe in like for half hour, see what was happening. Fucking hell. I was in 6 hours, mate. On the set, he laughing. And this is his tactic. What are you fucking laughing at, you prick? I'm trying to watch RuPaul's Drag Race. You know what I mean? I'm barely laughing on the set. It's fucking great.
It's my own fault, like a twat. I said, the boys like, do a shot every hour. And I should have agreed to that, to be honest. I said, no, I'll tell you what. Because obviously the reason for me doing Sunday is to raise money for the boys, to take them out for a couple of pints. That's all I wanted to do. As you said, Paddy, just to raise enough money to take the boys out the Cross Keys. and now the scruffy cunts are going to fucking Mauritius for 2 weeks.
Well, yeah. Nicky go over his bunch of smugglers, isn't it? Fucking class.
But I said,
yeah. That caught the show though, like I bet he thought, fuck, we might get 100 quid. I bet he didn't really want to ask as well. I bet he was a bit thinking about.
None of us did we?
No.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I said it live on the stream after I'd had a couple of pints. I said, oh, do you know what? I said, next Sundays, I played for about 2 hours, 3 hours. I said, next Sunday, I'm going to do 6 hours and I'm going to take the boys out for a pint. But if you want to buy them around and chip in for a pint, I'm up for it. And that's all I thought. Do you know what? I'll probably get 100 quid, make it 120 quid, that sort of thing. Then before I started, it was on like fucking 1,200 quid. I was like, fucking hell. I just honestly, and that just goes to show what people think about what we've been doing, to be honest. And it was just so humbling. It just took my breath away. But then I said every 100 quid I'm going to do a shot instead of every hour. Not thinking I'd raise any more than that, to be honest. And then
mate, I was waiting for Lenny Henry to come in, fucking asking for money for Africans who's raising so much money. Who knows Miser? Don't know my mate Miser.
Yeah, well, of course I know
because he's You call him Miser because he's a tight little cunt, right?
Yeah.
And even when we was talking about it, I said, "Oh, the boys raising money," and usually Miser is one say, "Fuck that." Like, I don't know what. He said, I've been watching them for the last fucking 8 weeks. Like he said, if I didn't worth a fucking $5 or $10, nothing is like. And he's fucking spot on, like, you know what I mean? The stuff a lot of done and Kerno as well, like, you know, for Red, like, you're off your fucking job live on Facebook last fucking Friday. It's fucking great. I don't even know what I said yes to. All he said was, William, blah, 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 blah. He sweated like a pig as always. And I just went yes. I went on to WhatsApp and went, what have I just said fucking yes to? You know what I mean? So I don't know what the fuck.
I don't know. Colonel had a job to offer you.
Yeah. Also, I thought I'd be MCing in Dreamscape. I'll end up selling fucking ice creams for the cat now.
Selling yogurts in Clydach Market.
Chief Waffle Turner.
Exactly, yeah. But what a lot of fucking all done. I think it's been fucking brilliant. The entertainment value. We spoke about it last in the podcast, like we were saying about like losing the Todd Terry night, like the biggest ever night, fucking gone up in smoke, like, you know, devastating. Yeah. Like we talk and we going, do you know what? I think you're going to come out of this probably better off than they went in, mate. Because the brand itself, it's fucking huge now. So every night they put on, you could put on fucking Kev Johns, fucking with Lee Trundle putting a feather dust over his ball bag. I think it'd sell out in fucking 2 days, like. You know what I mean? Like the brand itself, like it's just gone fucking massive. Like,
it's been an absolute blessing for us, and like I keep talking about numbers because I'm a numbers man, and we've gone like 2,000 to 4. Well, what were we last got? 14,600 or something. Yeah. And that's just in 10 weeks. It's just gone mental. So like you said, and I completely agree. Without lockdown, this wouldn't have happened.
There's no way we would have been doing these. It's little things that happen just sometimes for a reason, innit?
Yeah.
Similar to like the AU vodka thing. AU vodka. Good mate of mine, Charlie.
Big up Charlie.
God, great boy. And without like all of a sudden, he had his vodka. He was doing well, doing better in some places than others. You know, he's paying like Charlie Sloth, ironing out the fucking private jet to get him on there, advertising it. Tipping by, doing well. Global fucking pandemic. Everyone's on lockdown. All the Saints boys are fucking drinking 2 bottles a week, sharing it on Facebook. Next thing, it fucking blows up, doesn't it? It goes fucking mad.
Everybody's got fucking.
It might not have happened.
It definitely wouldn't have happened. And that's the thing. And as soon as like the last night on Melville Baptiste, my mate said he's another conspiracy theorist. He said, Greg, we're going on lockdown. Like, yeah, whatever. And we did. And we did I remember the first night, the Melville Baptiste night was the first night that we had one confirmed case in Swansea, and that was Mumbles.
Right.
A kid come back from
North Italy, wasn't it?
Yeah, he come back from Italy skiing, and he brought it back with him, and everybody's trying to petrol bomb his house like he's got the plague. But
Everyone's going to wait for us and Robin, white cabbage and chicken in his house today.
Yeah. So, and I said as a joke, I said to him, I said, if we go on fucking lockdown, I said, the second it's announced, I said, I'm going to be DJing every fucking weekend live on Facebook, and I'm going to give people something that they would have had anyway if they'd have gone out. And I just said as a joke, and I didn't think anything of it. And then 2 weeks later, we got lockdown. And I said to the boys, Justin's obviously in the group, I said, look, I said, we need to jump on. So I jumped on, and the boys like, oh, I don't know. And then the first stream I had like 60, 70 people. And the boys like, it's fucking hell. We're on to something here.
Not bad.
We're on to something here. And it's just grown and grown and grown. I can't even remember what we had last week, but it was like over 300 on Sunday. It was fucking...
I saw that. Yeah. And don't forget, that's 300. And that's with the fucking... all them fucking nerds from Silicon Valley taking me down every half hour as well.
I know.
So you've got to deal with that. Fucking, you've got to deal with Zuckerberg and his Chinese wife and all that every half hour, which is fucking stressful. And who's fucking 2 bottles of Sambuca in.
Towards the end, I had to train my missus how to fucking teach her to go get me back on live because I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah. She's there trying to deliver fucking 3 puppies. See to you as well, and fucking put a fucking Facebook Live fucking feed up. Fucking stressful Sunday, and cook a fucking dinner.
And cooking dinner. No, we bought the dinner in last Sunday, so I gave her a bit of time off. She's a good egg, mind. Oh. She brought me up some food halfway.
Yeah, it was a cool start.
She brought me up some food she did half time just to make sure I was right. It didn't fucking make any difference, mind. No. But it was the thought that counted, wasn't it?
I watched the last 15 minutes of your Sunday earlier, right? It's gold. It's absolute gold. I'm getting in touch with Netflix. They're definitely going to buy it. 100%.
You know what it reminded me of? Remember when Mick Fleetwood and Sam Fox hosted the Brits? That's what it reminded me of. What a car crash. Fucking put the Sambuca down, Greg, you fucking nugget.
The best thing was she confiscated off me, and Bale's come up and said, "Oh, it's downstairs by the side of the fridge." So every time we hit 100, I'd fucking run downstairs to pour myself a shot, come back up and drink it. But what I didn't realise was the shot glass was a double shot. It was a 50 centilitre one instead of 25. So I don't even know how many fucking shots I'd done, but it must have been... Oh, dude, it was a lot. And I can't drink for shit anyway, which is obviously the reason why most people fucking tuned in. They knew it was going to go that way. They probably thought it was going to go south a little bit earlier, to be honest. But the last half
if you look through the donations as well, right? Every time it was getting to like 90 quid, so it was 10 short of the next 100. It's one of the DJs that's put it on with shots.
Nicky Grover spent all his Mauritius spending money, didn't he?
He's done all his drachma in, He's done
That's fucking brilliant. So, what's your best gig that you've ever been to, Empad? You've been to obviously a fucking lot. You've spoken about 30 now. But what's the best gig and nightclub gig you've been to?
Don't know what I think it goes to is no thing with gigs. The best gig is always usually you find the last one because you walk out that gig going fuck. You go to see Kasabian and you go outside, and this have happened 2 or 3 times. You go to see Kasabian. Outside, everyone's singing Kasabian songs, right? Yeah. And there's a couple of buskers who got it nailed on in Cardiff. Just before you get to Chippy Alley, you walk up through a lane that takes past John Lewis and all that, and they will play whatever band was playing on that night. They will play some of these songs. So when Liam Gallagher's there, they're playing Wonderwall as you walk past, and then one night they play Kasabian, and me and Paul Waller walked past, my mate Fudger. And okay, now there's 200 people singing and dancing and bouncing to Kasabian, and you're just thinking, oh fuck, I'll never see anything like that again. Like I said, one of the best gigs probably I've ever been to. There's so many you can't read inside it. Rolling Stones I saw in Twickenham. Couldn't understand how a 72-year-old man can be as fucking good on stage as Jagger. Gotta be a wizard, 100%. Gotta be. It's impossible. You can't be like that at 72.
No.
And we saw Kasabian in Newport Leisure Centre. It's only small, because it was like the warm-up for the UK gig. And it was just the album, The Fire, and that come out. And we weren't allowed to take beer into the room where the gig is.
Yeah.
And so straight away, you were thinking, oh, for fuck's sake. It didn't matter. it didn't matter that none of us was drinking because Kasabian were that good. And I thought, fucking hell, that's a sign of a real good fucking live band when that can happen. Like, you know, so that gig always sticks with me. Glastonbury days now, going to gigs with your daughter is just a different gravy. Going to Jerry Cinnamon with her, no one who's looking to right. Your daughter's fucking loving it. Like, that's amazing. The first Glastonbury I went to.
You poshed up, didn't you, in a camper van?
That was the second one. That was the third one, sorry. That was the first one.
Was it?
In the tent, like. And so we went to see Norman J. Norman J's playing in Shangri-La.
I've tried getting him a few times.
Too expensive?
Too expensive, yeah. For what he is, he's a legend. And there's people like us will know him. I know him. Well, if I know him, he must be a legend because Justin will back up and say, I know fuck all about any sort of music. Which is why he jumps on these with me, to be honest, to carry me when he starts talking about technical stuff. But I know Norman J, but for what he is, he's a massive name, but he's not a pull. And so he's not going to bring the same kind of people in as Todd Terry and Roger Sanchez, and he's not far off the same price either. So I have tried getting him. I tried getting the house music choir today. And I saw that, right?
House gospel choir,
Gospel choir, they're fucking unreal.
Any good?
Cunts won 12 grand.
Fucking hell, that's not very fucking religious.
No. They must be passing on fucking skips in the Sunday school to fucking fill up. But they want massive money, and they want to do a headline gig. They want to be supporting a headliner. So like, fucking hell, you want me to pay you 12 grand and bring in Todd Terry, who's fucking for half that money, into Sin City? You fucking mad or what? I'll have to charge 200 quid a ticket.
Fucking hell. 100% old school lives matter as well, eh? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But then, like you're saying, that Norman J, like, it's my first Glastonbury, like, so like 1 o'clock I'm following the crowd, like Fisher, Lisa Warlow, Denty, all saying, like, we're going to see Norman J, 1 o'clock, he's playing 6 hours, right? Know what, one of the best days out I've ever had to this day. We'll talk about it for 30 years. Like, Norman J starts off with Boots Are Made for Walking, goes into Handbags and Glad Rags, plows into fucking Strings of Life. It's just like took you everywhere, like, you know what I mean? So going to chilled out the first, everyone's sitting around fucking drinking warm beer in the sun. Then everyone's dancing like fuck. Then then I'll never forget, he said, right then, she's on the mic and he's saying, I want to play a song for a friend of mine who's dying of cancer, you know, and I want you to dedicate this, and I all want you to raise your glasses in the air for my friend. Like, I'm thinking, fucking hell, leave it out, Norman, for fuck's sake. That's a bit fucking deep on a fucking, you know, with the greatest respect, I couldn't give a fuck about his friend from fucking Islington. I'm here to enjoy. You know what he put on? You know the song he put on? You got to believe it.
Free from Desire.
Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela. I'm like, unfair play, mate. Fucking hell, I'm taking it all back. Like, and he ended with Amy Winehouse then, and it's just the perfect fucking set. Like, I know my mate Paul Warlock caught a few of the songs on video, and he's still got the videos now. We still put them up now and again, just to say, like, no, every year it comes up on his videos and say, fucking, know the memories that fucking brought, like. And then to cap it all off, and just to make the day, we went from Norman J, the Primal Scream, and Rolling Stones headline. And I'll never forget it. Like, it's fucking right pickle. My missus still goes mad to this day. So in Glastonbury, everyone's mixing. Like, so we were this guy from Bristol, and he pulls out the bag of mushrooms. Like, he went, "Do you want to join them?" Like, fucking hell, do I want to fucking join them? Fucking, you know, when in Rome and all that. My missus said, "Oh, just do one now." One is a starter. One's an aperitif. I'll rub my balls with one. Give me the fucking bag. Grabbed a handful, slammed it in my fucking in my gob, fucking swallowed them easy. Like, looks at this guy from Bristol. He just put him back in his fucking bag. I went, what about the fucking mushrooms, mate? Are you doing any? He went, oh fuck no, it's too strong for me. Fucking strong. Mate, I was fucking barbecued. I was in a hell of a mess, mate. Honestly, watching the Rolling Stones, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I wanted to piss, right? And my miss just I'm doing my missus' head in now, and she just went, just piss, but every other fucker is like, so I fucking pulls my cock out. All of a sudden, 100,000 people start looking at me having a piss in my head. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh,
I know what
fucking,
you mean.
covering fucking, oh, dude, they all looking at me. Shut up, you twat. In my head and gone, like, you know what I mean? It was like a couple of bags, but I was only that, I couldn't step over them. It was like the Great Wall of China to me, like the bags. She said, just come on, we go. And I went, I can't step over the bags. She went, they fucking 1 foot high, you fucking fat twat. They're mad, like, you know what I mean? Put me to bed in the tent. I was covered in Watsits and all. I fucking couldn't stop eating Watsits and all that. Voice was orange and all that. Fucking crazy. Woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning then, ton of energy. Fucking went out and jet washed the car, the fucking lot, like. Hell of a mess. But a hell of a day, like, you know what I mean? Amazing, like, you know, quality.
So going from that then, because just to let people know who don't know you from obviously Swansea, you also do MCing, hosting, stand-up comedian, compa and everything in between, really.
Right,
so
yeah.
On
a,
on a professional capacity, where you're obviously fucking doing all these things, what's your best gig when you're actually performing? I know you perform most nights, but what's your best gig you've done when you've actually been performing on the microphone?
I'd probably say Chris Ware asked me to do the 10-year, it was Greg, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was
Chris,
there,
yeah.
And I actually missed. No, you ripped into all of us at some point, didn't you?
Yeah.
And I went to get a fucking drink, and you hammered me. I can't even remember what it was like.
Yeah.
And I fucking missed it. I was tamping. I was trying to ask people if they had it on film. Are you fucking ripping me in for I'm Not Tub or something like that? And then you ripping into me.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
About something else. And one of the boys said, "Oh, Paddy just fucking absolutely hammered you." I was gutted. I was.
I think I was the one that
Bear in mind, I probably hadn't met you. I probably hadn't met you at that point either. Probably.
No, probably hadn't. But like I know, I can look on Facebook. Yeah, but I know you can go on Facebook and I can find everything out about everyone's life. Like, do you know what I mean? And
you did some research for that, like, to be honest, because you were plucking up stuff from like 3-4 years ago to rip into people.
Yeah. But what I find, I think, with Swansea is like it is a little village, isn't it?
It's a village.
Everyone knows someone. Like that's how, like with a podcast, no one, like people say, how the fuck do you get Trundle and fucking Britain and fucking him? Well, if I don't know him, Ryan will know him, and someone will know them. Yeah. Like, you know, as long as you're a nice fucking person and half tidy with it, I think, you know, as long as you're nice to people, who'll be able to get people. Absolutely. I think that's what the Chris Ware thing. I was doing, every one of my mates got married. I'd end up giving a fucking speech in a wedding, right? Literally just walk up, no plan, nothing, grab the mic and fucking ruin them, like. And that's how it started, like. And then that's simple how it started, like something easy like that. And then we were doing singers, Paul Merson and people like that. Yeah. And we were paying like £300 for a comedian. And I'll be honest, right, it was fucking mind-numbing, like, because they were coming on and just telling jokes, like, and no one is 100 people in the hall, and they're building up this joke and building up, and then you've got to laugh at the punchline. And I was finding it fucking cruel, like, you know, and he was having 300 quid. So, like, Fender said to me, and look, why don't you just host the night and then fucking introduce Merson and all that, and just fucking do what you do, and it worked better. No, because I was just ribbing everyone that was there. You know, everyone personally. Funny, like, I'll never get that. Exactly. And sometimes it can go, fuck me. Like, fucking, the Orton brothers come to see Bruce Grobler.
I remember you saying about this.
Yeah, I was calling the tough whackers, everything. And he was loving it, though. You know, the old man was laughing. It was fucking, because they good boys, like, he was fucking laughing. And then Chris Ware was doing the 10-year anniversary for Funky Pump. And he was looking at speakers, like, and all that. He was going to have arts done or someone, and he just didn't know how it worked. And Ryan Hall said to him, why don't you just have Paddy, like, you know, typical two fucking businessmen. One, they probably said, we'll save himself 700 quid.
Yeah, that's 100% what Chris was thinking. He's one starving man.
And he went, fucking, it'll probably work better, like. And was because that was the first time I'd gone in, sober, because I don't want to get pissed.
Yeah.
And hardly knew anyone in there, man. Just bear in mind, people are walking in, and I'm on the end of the top table, like with Wayne Arnis, Chris's father, Jason Hall, and everyone's going, why the fuck is he there? Like, and then Chris gave me the mic then, and then literally
everybody knew why you were there.
Well, yeah, I went off for 40 minutes, and my missus was there as well, and like she said, like every time I think gets nervous about going anywhere, she went, you'll never have a worse place to go than them. She said, they're all fitness freaks, they're all stunning, they're all beautiful. None of them knew who. There was people in the corner, wouldn't stop talking. Somebody who brought them round, like, you know, people all like that, fucking talking. You don't notice if you've never done anything in front of people, you'll probably be talking as much as everyone else. But then when you are trying to fucking hold an audience of fucking 150 people and you've got a table of one shut up, you are thinking, oh, give you a little bit of a break, like.
You did wreck that table as well. You did wreck them, that's right.
Ruined them.
Fucking hillbillies in the corner. They must be from Ammanford.
Yeah, I think it was the neat lot, I think, you know what I mean? But it was literally, once I did that, then it just took off, then. And people are asking me to MC, you know what I mean? And like MCing pretty much every white collar show in Swansea, and I don't know, it just took off. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not making loads of money from it, but you know what? In 20 years' time, when we look back, I think, you know, what have we done? Like, and I think, well, I did that. I fucking hosted a night with fucking Roy Jones Jr. Who the fuck would have said that? That was going to happen.
That was a good
10
night
years'
as well.
time, like, you know, really great night, like. So when you look back at all these nights, and the nights who were like Budo, when we got like 1,000 people, fucking the biggest MMA card, you know, outside of Cage Warriors and all that. And it was just good fun, like, you know, I'd probably go at these things anyway. So I may as well get a couple of fucking quid, do it, and be right behind the scenes and all that. And it's good fun, like, really good.
It's a bit like Ryan said the other night as well. If people ask you, you are inclined to say yes, and because it might not come around again.
We always Captain Bean, he said, I'm at my house, the museum, the Great British Museum.
I heard that podcast.
He was fucking there on a Thursday. You know, it's the amount of times me and Ryan are gone, like, we did like a live show, like, I know, and sold fucking 100 tickets, and we're looking back thinking, we just went, fucking hell, how do we just manage that? It's just me and Ryan talking, taking questions of fucking 100 people.
You could have sold 300 tickets, so.
Yeah.
It was the most sought after ticket in Swansea.
Well, the thing was, like, people were buying tickets, and it was only cheap, so all that, and people were buying tickets and then saying, oh, we can't go, like. Thank fuck, they were saying to Ryan, I can't go, but just keep my ticket. But for every one that gave his ticket back, Ryan had 5 ready waiting to go, like. So as luck would have it, thank God they give them back, because then it's less people who wants it as busy as possible, doesn't it? Yeah. You know, when a ticket's like a 5 or a 10, people are always going to say, oh, fuck, I can't bother tonight. Like, as luck would have it, they told Ryan. The only thing was, it was a bit of an headache for Ryan, because Ryan saying on the morning of it, oh, look, mate, I got a ticket if you want it. Yeah, they come. You know, again, like, brilliant night. We not fucking pulling up trees, money-wise, like, but 10 years' time, you look back and you see photos of that, and you think, the same as you lot, like. I've had many a time, Greg, you're walking out of some of the events. I know when it's rammed and everyone's enjoying, and fucking the night is coming to an end, then they're going home. And I bet when he gets home, and you're like, oh, know that weight off his shoulders, like you can't go to sleep, can you? You're buzzing.
He doesn't stay till the end anyway.
I don't my relief obviously is as soon as I open the door, because I'm so stressed.
Obviously.
I'm so stressed. I'm a stressor. I worry about everything. If people are going to like it, people are going to come. Is this right? Is that right? Is this right? And now I've gone from like being a one-man band. Like obviously Justin helps me a lot. All the boys help me in certain ways in certain things. So they take some of the pressure off me so I can enjoy more. But usually I start drinking as soon as I get on my set. I'm a shit drinker. And by the time I get off it, I'm absolutely fucking hammered. And then it's time then for Chris to cash up. We go upstairs, cash up. I'm already sitting there for half hour on the sofa, and I'm like, almost kipping. And then and then I go home with him then, because I just think, oh fuck it, I'm feeling tired now. Cash up, and then I'll just go home with Chris, and he'll drop me home. Otherwise, well, I left my cash box before in a fucking taxi because I was hammered. He dropped it back to the house. To be fair, it was the one I didn't know was some Indian bloke that took us home. I left my cash box in there, but I didn't know he fucking worked 4 doors up. He lived 4 doors up.
Oh no!
Yeah.
So you could have thrown it over the fence. It would have landed in the fucking hot tub, wouldn't it?
but yeah, I lost my my headphone bag, my headphones, my USB. So I bought all new. As soon as my new headphones come, and they weren't cheap, he fucking dropped them off the same time as they got delivered. It's him stand.
Later, when he has a V-Day party, he's out in the front garden with new headphones and banging on your money box. Like. On a Thursday night, clapping for the fucking NHS for a fucking red box again. Fucking hell.
Okay, brilliant. So, Pat, what's the most random gig you've ever done then? Because obviously you've been to a fucking few. What's the most random gig?
Most random fucking gig. Like I said, Michael Jackson, Barcelona, with my mother and father. We went to Salou, and they took me there. You know, this was before fucking Finding Neverland come out, mine. You know what I mean? We'd give him a pass for that, like, you know. Fucking Michael Jackson, Barcelona. I've gone in a few fucking weird ones, I suppose, with Telly, you know, like One Direction and all that. I've seen them a few times to go with Telly and all that.
Yeah.
But that's sort of like I said, probably those, like, you know, like the ones you got to do with the kids, innit? You haven't got a choice in the matter, like, you know.
Yeah. That's fair enough. I'm going to break it for 2 seconds just because I need a pee, boys. And then I'll rekindle it. First stop, yeah. So we're back in the room, back recording. And Telly's ears must be burning because she just followed me on Instagram.
Yeah, she said, as it happens before this, she said, I think you might have followed her back just before.
Yeah.
Greg P is a little bit of a celebrity in Swansea, you know. You do well.
I'm definitely not. Right, so we've gone through your best gig and the most random gig. And you don't have to name any names because obviously we're going to go in 3 different categories here. But what's the worst gig you've been to? The worst nightclub gig and the worst gig you've done as an MC, host, compare, and everything in between?
Worst gig MCing. I did a gig for Paul Davis at Paradise, which was a nightclub I went to when I was 14, like, you know what I mean? And when I was 14, it seemed massive. When I was 14, it seemed huge.
Yeah.
And it's tiny. You know what I mean? It's not big at all. Like.
No.
And did a gig in it. Kerry Farrell's reffing, and a guy bit another guy in the fucking ring. And Kerry said, I got to disqualify you. And the guy couldn't see it. Like, he wasn't having it. You know what I mean? He was like, no, I want to carry on. And carry on. I know we want to carry on. We just fucking bit the guy in the arm. And it's kicked off and it was mad. Someone chucked a fucking pint glass at me and Kerry in the ring.
Betty the Fox weren't happy.
Oh, fuck no. But we was outnumbered, mind, in fairness, and we was in the middle of nowhere. So we kept, like, if we got out the dodge quickly, like. Worst. I can't think of a gig that I went to and didn't enjoy. Do you know what I mean?
Have you been to?
I would never say.
Have you been to a night event? They've thought it was going to be up there.
Thought it was going to be amazing, and then turns not like.
Yeah.
I think, you know, I'm probably the worst person to like that. I'm the most easily pleased person in the fucking world. Donna sends me up a shop. If you ask me, did I enjoy? I'd say, yeah, I had a fucking great call at the shop buying a bottle of Diet Pepsi. It's not, honestly, no, there's not much I don't enjoy. So
on tech as well.
Jamie's mother. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Donna, you've been rubbed, like, we don't like talk for that. Live on you, just in case he's watching, isn't it? Donna's already going to be with a fucking twirl and a fucking pack of quavers when she goes down for chewing gums tomorrow. She's fucked. No one would know about this. That's true.
No,
It's a corner shop.
I listen to the podcast, Paddy. I'm all over it. Yeah, I'm all over it.
Of course, yeah. So for anyone who don't know, it's a local shop by me, and it's owned by a guy called Rum. He's great. But what happens, sometimes my card don't work. Like, 2 hours on tick, he says, pay me back when he comes down. But then I'll forget to go down. But then Donna will go down, go down for a pack of chewing gums, and it'll end up cost £17.10, and she's fucking tapping. And vice versa. I'll go down to get gas and electric, and he'll hit me with a fucking bottle of Lucozade and a fucking bottle of Ciroc vodka. Fucking and we call it new rum. You know what I mean? It's brilliant. Every time we go down the North stand, you've been rummed like it's fucking great. Yeah, so fucking worst gigs, and I'm the wrong person to ask. Like Jamie Trees always used to say to me, never if it was a good night, because you'll come up and they'll say, did you have a good night Saturday? And whereas Jamie, my mate, he's a bit more straight there, he'll just say, no, shit, like, no one was out, it was quiet and all that. I will come up and go, best night ever. Best night ever. For any fucking night. So I was just wrong. I literally cannot think of a gig that I went to and didn't enjoy. And I can't think of a night that I went to and sort of went, yeah, it was all right. Every night they go to was the best fucking night since the next night. Like, you know, just the way I am, I can't help it. I'm probably the wrong person to ask it.
No, there's nothing wrong with a bit of positivity, though, is there? So.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
So following on from that, Pad, is there, on the clubbing scene or the gigging scene, is there any funny clubbing stories you've got that you're prepared to share?
Clubbing stories, like I said, all those nights at the Dark Arch, you could write the fucking book and all of those, like. Club stories, escaping a park once, escaping a park. I've had a wedding first, so I got on the wedding in a fucking suit, and then Donna was pregnant, so we left the wedding at 4, and she dropped me to escape in the park in the suit, or to stay the fucking year. I'm walking around like the phone on at the pickup, 1:45 in the morning. Where are you? St. Helens Road. She drives up St. Helens Road, 8 months pregnant. I'm in the window of China Garden, struggling to eat 6 chicken balls. I'd done 3 pills on the head. So how the fuck I'm buying 6 chicken balls? I don't know. I had the Charlie shits at 3 o'clock. So why I'm fucking eating sweet and sour chicken balls? I don't know. She had to go into China Garden and drag me out and put me on the back seat. Like, you know what I mean? Not good. And then probably when we was there was a time where Spielberg was DJing in Jubblies, and he'd get to into Escape for there was a few nights.
Ryan talked about a night you got him into Jubblies as well via Spielberg.
Yeah, he would always get when he was in Martha's, he'd get to into Spielberg, he'd get to into Escape. As long as he wouldn't expect much, maybe a £5 or buy 2 DVDs of it. That's all he'd be happy with. One night, in the sun, will you take Escape? Yeah, no problem, but you've got to buy one of these. So I picked fucking Stu Little 2. Didn't think anything of it. I buy a Little 2. He takes us Escape. Brilliant. We're in fantastic nights. Goes home, don't think nothing of it. Chucks on the settee. My mother wakes up the next day, sees Stu Little 2. There's a little kid next door called Sean Loy. He was 3 at the time. Nice kid, lovely. Lived next door to us for a few years. He's in our house. My mother puts it on tape player, puts it in. On it comes. But it's not Stuart Little 2. It's a fucking Spielberg classic. I still remember the name of the video to this day, right? Filthy Fuckers 4, it was called, right? Yeah, Sean Loy was never the same, mate. Honestly, he couldn't look a mouse the same. He couldn't look at a mouse in the eye. Honestly, it was just 2 black guys, fucking double-header and a fucking ginger girl. My mother went fucking mad. She hadn't gone that mad since I take over her favourite episode of Soldier. She took a bottle of Jenny into me. Broke the washing machine. She nearly kicked me out, mine. Sean Lloyd didn't come in the house for months and months later, because they thought my mother was a dirty cunt. Crazy, man.
What happened to volume 1, 2, and 3, though? Nobody's ever gone back for them, have they?
Filthy Fuckers 4, no one Spielberg. He went straight on to 4, and he hadn't even got 1, 2, and 3.
No.
Filthy Fuckers 4 and Pregnant Women and Bull Mastiffs. They was his 2 classics. They was his go-to ones, But it's saying, no one talk about Escape, I don't know if you caught Escape, Greg. You were playing in there, weren't you? Obviously,
played there for about 6-7 years.
Yeah.
Amazing. How lucky were we? We just went from Martha's straight on to Escape. It was a fucking super club, wasn't it? No other words to describe it. When we were going to Jubblies, the fire door to Escape was always open, right? So me, my missus, was a time me and my missus being jobbies every Saturday, like without fail. Good friends with Pat and all that. Really loved jobbies. The fire escape was always open. So what we do, we'd pile up the fire escape, but we've got to be tactical, I know. Like, so we've got the fire escape, but we ain't know the ones yet, I know. You know, we've got to get into there. Like, so the plan we had was, there was a door at the top of the stairs. So as you pull the door open, you run on the dance floor and just start dancing, raving and all that. Those of you been there all night, like, you know what I mean? So no fucker would look suspicious, like, you know what I mean? And then obviously once you can't stay for long in room 1.
You sneak in room 2 in.
Oh, mate, room 1 was fucking like the Star Wars bar, wasn't it? You know what I mean? All the valley heads. But Fontaine, banging, but banging. It's nice, and all that shit, like. Yeah. Room 2 was where it was at, wasn't it? Room 2 was fucking special place, like just fucking sitting on a step, soaking in E for 3 hours, just thinking, and it seemed loud, didn't it? Loud. Yeah. And the residents here, like I remember like CN and Byrne, John Paddy was a personal favourite, fucking hell, Paul Edge and
Paul Edge.
Another good, like all these are boys who should have on here, like, do you know what I mean? Paddy, Paul Edge, and got a hell of a story. CN Williams now, fucking Dubai. How amazing would it be to have him in here, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking having a chat. Like, I think it'd be brilliant if he branched out. Like, I think it'd be great. You know what I mean?
It's a great idea. I didn't think of getting, like, Edgy is somebody, well, Edgy probably don't even know this, but I remember I was about 11, 12, and out my back goes onto a park, and on the park they just had a new basketball ring.
Kevin Engle meant though. Kevin Engle was better than the Chicago Bulls, mate.
It was a bollocks. But anyway, he used to go down and practice. But I used to practice as well. Obviously, fucking, I'm not gonna get in the NBA. I'm fucking 5'2" for fuck's sake. So
you were like Steve Kerr, Steve Kerr. You are like.
So, and I can remember just practicing with him all the time. He would be down there, I'd be practicing with him, and I'd be fucking shooting hoops or whatever you want to call it. But I bet he doesn't even remember that little kid. He was like 16, 17 at the time. That little kid was me, like.
No way. Unbelievable, like. Fucking hell.
I need to get Edgy on. Clifford is a massive shout. Paddy as well, I'll reach out to him because obviously we started in Bar 7 together. We were downstairs and he was upstairs. So
unbelievably, man. How good was Bar 7, man? Fucking what a place. What a place that was in that little moment with Manian and all that. Outstanding, wasn't it? Really, really fucking good. Yeah. It's really good.
It's the only bar on Wine Street at 7 o'clock is 1 in, 1 out.
Fucking unreal. Chris wearing fucking Simons on the door.
I know.
And that was when Chris was like Mr. Potato Head. He had his angry eyes in, didn't he?
Oh, fuck. It's before he started plucking his eyebrows, I think.
Yeah. But do you lot think as it happens, can you lot see a little bit of a shift musically in Swansea, like with the Funky House and all that? Maybe more nights popping up.
I've been saying for a long time that house is coming back. So it's been like techno and tech house, but I think it's not just been us. There's been a couple of other like Picture and Piano kind of held their flag up, and they for a long time with house.
Yeah.
Even though they've gone like down the cheesy route, but they've still kind of maintained that house sort of vibe. So they've got it. I think there is still like the younger kids want to do the tech house and stuff. But I think when it comes to house, I think it is coming back, and we pretty much got it sewn up, to be honest. Yeah, especially after this. But also, Colonel's making a massive resurgence. But what he does with it, you know what Colonel's like? He gets himself in a position where people are talking about him. And then he has a fucking breakdown, and you don't see him for another 2 years.
But he's a big personality of the city, and I give him credit. Like, he got a lot going for him, Ed. Like,
well, that is his personality, and that's probably what makes him appealing, so to speak, because he's such a fucking car crash of a bloke. When it comes to behind when it comes to behind the decks, he is a car crash because you look at him, he's all frigidy, but he's playing well, but you just can't see it.
Brilliant.
He is. People watch him and his live streams, and I watched it back the other day. And he's such a car crash because he's so fucking panicking, but he's doing well. I'm thinking, Colonel, just calm down, mate. Just calm down. But he's one of these people that just goes to the brink. You don't see him for 2 years. then he builds himself back up very quickly into somebody that people are talking about. And then he don't hear of him again for another 2 years. Thinking, for fuck's sake, Colonel, just keep it going. Like, no, he needs a mentor, really. You know, somebody who's just going to fucking pull him in and say, right, you need to carry on, because he could do something. You know what I mean? But he just disappears.
Do not think he's the perfect Facebook Live DJ, because you could let me watch him for 3 hours. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what he's done in what he's done in the lot. You lot and Colonel have been you've been some of the saviours of the fucking lockdown.
Yeah.
Like I said, I spent hours watching Colonel and hours watching you lot.
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck would have thought that fucking in January, say, that I'd be on Facebook watching fucking boys playing music in the kitchen and thoroughly enjoying, like, fucking great. I fucking love that.
Well, watching Colonel sober, I was watching me like last Sunday from 5 till 7.
Right, yeah.
It is, isn't it? He just stresses out about everything. But that's what you love about watching him, because you know he's stressing out. He's great TV. And then you've got Newman in. You've got Carl Newman, who's the other end of the spectrum, and just fucking completely loving his life. And again, it's gone from, if you closed your eyes and listened to him, you wouldn't think much. But they've got the package, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree, yeah.
And that definitely works. It works for Colonel. Him stressing out probably winds him up week on week on week. But that's what works for him. That's why people tune in to watch him. Because nobody wants to tune into somebody just doing the perfect thing, the perfect moves all the time. People tune in to watch car crash, don't they?
Well, I watch Bake Off. I watch Bake Off, so somebody drops a cake on the floor. That's why I'm
exactly. Yeah.
Exactly, and that's what people. Nobody wants to. Even though obviously we were talking about this yesterday with Ryan, we obviously everybody wants somebody to do well, but the masses, they only want to watch TV if it's going to be entertaining. If it's going to be entertaining, it's usually somebody's going to fuck up somewhere. Like last week, they were watching me because they knew I was going to demise at some point. It was just when. And it's the same with Colonel, really, because he just stresses out, doesn't he? You see him, he's sweating, he's looking, he's just frigid, isn't he? And that's
but in all fairness, like in all fairness to him, like he gets on fucking, he's on ITV Wales in the second week of lockdown. Fucking brilliant. You know what I mean? How many people are watching HTV Wales and he's fucking there? He's fucking quality. Yeah. And he chucked in a frozen yogurt plug as well, didn't he?
I know.
He's got to get that in. He don't give a fuck how much he's raising for the NHS. He's going to have an ice cream in the face, love.
Do you know what fucking surprised me? Like the massive build-up of Colonel, as I said yesterday, Colonel's a media monster, isn't he? He's got the radio after him, TV after him, news after him. He's fucking brilliant when it comes to stuff like that. And then he raises a fucking massive amount of money, which he should be screaming about. He's got a fucking one picture with a fucking check with him and Brookie with 4 people standing around him. He doesn't even announce it.
I know, crazy. Raised so much money, it's mad. And I think that's what he said. That's what he asked me that day. Like, would he MC Lockdown Fest? Don't know where it's going to be. Don't know when it's going to be. But I know it'll be good fucking fun if Colonel's involved. Like, so looking forward to doing that. It'll be a great laugh. Like, you know what I mean? Who knows where it's going to be, but it's going to be good fun. Like.
You'd be fucking organising it now come the week before. You know what Colonel's like.
yeah. I'd have done it for a fucking frozen yogurt. I don't give a fuck.
Fucking brilliant. So if we bring it, we'll pick up the Colonel as well. Colonel's a good mate of mine. So what's your top 5 tracks? And I could probably, you could probably dance, if we go to dance route and we go down, because obviously you've got a massive indie influence as well.
Yeah. Strings of Life.
Yeah.
Also, JT Loutney. Also 3, is it? Big track in the 90s.
Well, the Strings of Life, the original version by Rhythm is Rhythm, isn't it? Is the original version of it. The old rave track, Awesome 3.
Awesome 3. That was I actually got that the other day. It was on White Line, wasn't it? And I Shazammed it. I didn't know what the fuck it was, to be honest.
Yeah.
Amazing Shazam for the DJ. David Morales brought out a song recently. Don't you want my love tonight? Well,
Yeah.
for me, that's a fucking classic, instant classic.
Awesome threes, don't go.
That's the one, don't go. Fucking classic, brilliant.
Yeah.
From the 90s. So like those three. I saw Ryan saying I didn't want to go down them routes because I didn't want to think I was a commercial little cunt, but you can't really beat Stardust. Probably one of the greatest songs ever.
It's only commercial because of how good it is. Not
exactly.
It's timeless.
It is, mate. It is.
And the message it sends as well. The music sounds better with you. You can't get any better, can you?
I got to big up my brother for that. Right, he bought me the double pack back from Ibiza before it was released in the UK. So I got the double pack of vinyl upstairs on that. Like, what was that?
Huge track, like.
Yeah, amazing track.
Armor Van Helden, who don't even know me when that comes on, that will always bring a smile to your face. Yeah. And I'll tell you a classic, which is not even on iTunes, is like Thomas Bangalter. Or Banglater, is it?
Yeah, Bangalter.
Yeah, Bangalter. Like the Together.
Together, yeah, it's amazing. I've got that on vinyl upstairs, single side copy on road.
So the DJ Falcon thing.
Yeah,
yes, that's it. Yeah.
I'm shit when it comes to house music, Paddy. I know what it is in my file if you sing it to me, but I'm going to fucking clue who made it. But Justin, I used to love a few Fred Falk remixes. Like remixes he used to do, like Golden something and all that.
Yeah, they did the song intro as well. Alan Brack's intro was a Fred Falk remix.
Yeah, like I said, fucking hell, there's so many in it when they come on. But
all
two of those, like I said, the Awesome Three would always remind me of like Martha's.
Yeah.
The like music sounds better with it when I bang like Together and all that would always remind me of Escape. Strings of Life remind me of Glastonbury, like Norman J dropped there. And like it's just a video of went den. And it's filmed it perfectly when it come in. And like I said, we still watch the fucking video to this day, like, and so that will always remind me of that song, like, great, like mine, and like, it's a classic, but it makes me think of my daughter. Two of them is Faith Plus Insomnia, and Right Here, Right Now, Fatboy Slim. Donna until he went to Pete Tong in Singland Park.
Must have been cheap tickets. If Donna went, it must have been cheap tickets.
Yeah, well, we had one ticket, was scanned fucking twice. It was photocopied, and then we bought the ticket. We had two tickets, dodgy tickets, right? Story in itself, can't really say what happened here because it caused fucking mayhem. And a man and a woman nearly split up because I got in, right? I just went early, and then the man couldn't get in because I had a fucking photocopy ticket. But I was in there 5:15. They weren't even selling hot dogs. I was in this early, so we got to get in early. And the man and a woman nearly split up over it. Fucking chaos. And then we bought the ticket off the tout then. But one of my tickets, so we had 3 tickets. Go on. He looked at me, and he went, and he looked at me again, and I went, and he just went, oh, go on, fuck it, we'll deal with it later. Like, so I went in there, you know. Thank God it wasn't a fire, because it was one over.
He's the next Kevin Johns, get him in.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I dressed as Widow Swanky, giving it the old fucking arm like that. And, so fucking, that was a great night. Pete Tong, my daughter wants to see him again, like, and see my daughter knowing, like, my daughter's gonna be coming 100% old school. This is why I gotta get close to Chris. See, you know, I shouldn't really be telling you this on Greg. Shouldn't be telling Greg this, but I'm taking my daughter to the next 100% old school. Like, you know what I mean? I'm smuggling her in. And me and Kev Johns, me and Telly the back end of the horse, like, you know. And,
so now that Billy's old enough, I'll pick Telly up and she can come in and grab my bags for me. See?
Yeah. And she wants to go to 100% old school. Like, again, not great piloting, if I'm honest. But I don't know.
Would you rather do it with you or without you?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Yeah,
I know my answer. My daughter's 19,
yeah.
and she goes to festivals without me, and she's told me what she gets up to, and I'd rather it be with me, to be honest,
Yeah, of course,
rather than not. So
yeah.
I think
Listen, there's going to be a time. Go on, sorry, man. There's going to be a time.
Go on, son, go on.
There's going to be a time where she probably ain't going to want to be with us. Like, so, well, she is going to be with us. I don't know, fuck. Like I said, how can I say no when like you're saying, I was in nightclubs at fucking 14. So how can I say to her, no, I'd rather be with me, like, and get on with all my, I got like nice friends, like boys and girls who I go out with, like, so she fits in. They all treat her like a fucking adult. They all treat her as a good laugh, which she is in fairness, like.
Yeah.
So what's the worst that can happen? Like, the only bad thing to worry about is if a fight ever kicks off inside the place. You know, it won't be me. I'm no fucking fighter, and I never started a fight in my life, like, but you know, if a fight did happen, then you've got to be careful, like, but I don't know, what's fucking right and wrong in parenting, like, you know, if that's what she wants to do and she wants to come with me, fuck it. At least I know she's going to have a laugh. You know what I mean?
And
Exactly.
she's safe.
Exactly, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't care if people's got an opinion about that, but I think it's great parenting. Every parent wants to know their child is safe, and if that means it's with you, then rather than be without you, then I'm all for
exactly,
it.
Yeah, fuck it.
I agree.
I'm glad he put my mind at rest.
Look at us with shining examples of parenting.
I know. Fuck it up. Three men and a little raver. Shotgun Tom Selleck.
Yeah, I don't want to have the Steve Gutenberg part, thanks.
No.
So what's your top 5 indie tracks then, Pad?
Oh, fucking hell. Well, I gotta be honest. Me and my missus exactly the same. Me and my missus met, and like it was one of them. Who's your favourite? You know, do you like music? Yeah, I love music. Who's your favourite band? Happy Mondays. And they're like, fuck me, are you fucking serious? No couples have like one person who can sleep with behind the other's back, like all pass, is it? All pass. Hers is short rider. You know what I mean? That's who hers is like. Only the bad thing is, mine is fucking Amy from work. She went fucking mental when I told her she didn't kick me out. You know what I mean? And,
I was going to say slightly the same, man. It would have been the barmaid up in the Smiths.
They're closer to home, like. But yeah, we went down the aisle to fucking Waterfall from Stone Roses, like. That was a wedding song, like. And we walked out then to Black Grape, like. It's just got to be, you know, and you've got to stick Oasis, could be Acquiesce, could be Masterplan, could be Supersonic. Slide Away is another one like Oasis, and we'll have Stone Roses in, like again, Waterfall. There's a documentary called, I think it's called Made of Stone, about when the Stone Roses came back, which was another gig I did.
When they play Waterfall on that pad, it's unbelievable.
When they play, they're in like, who's seen it just, they're in like a little studio, and they're just rehearsing, so they haven't played together for fucking 12 years, and they're in a little studio, and they play a song called Waterfall. And I go back regularly and watch it on YouTube.
It gives me
fucking
goosebumps.
Unbelievable, just, isn't it? It's unbelievable. It's just a band rehearsing, and you just think, fucking hell. What magical. A fucking... magical.
It sounds as good as the record, doesn't it? The way they play it that way.
It's incredible. And you've got Rennie, the drummer, smiling when he's playing it. There's bandana on, and who's just like iconic. Like, you know, when I went to see, like I said, unbelievable. Our music tastes exactly the same. Like, she was into Oasis, Happy Mondays. So we started going to gigs together. We've been to see Happy Mondays. Newcastle, Manchester. We're in Newcastle. We met a boy in Lorette de Mar years ago. Two Geordies like Tom and Eugene. And we was in Newcastle, and fucking I phoned my mate randomly. I'm in fucking Newcastle. He's tickets out in Newcastle. He said, "Oh fuck, what are we going to see? Happy Mondays. Oh, come down now." I said, "Mate, I'm in. Yeah, they play in 10 minutes. Fuck, don't worry about that." Come down. He was in 10 minutes. Like, so me and my missus having a night. And it was just one of them nights you remember from years ago. And then talking about tracks and indie tracks. We went to see great. It was a great night. We went to see Happy Mondays in Manchester in the GMX Centre, or Manchester Arena, whatever it's called. And then after it was like an after party. So one room was like indie stuff, and the other room was like 90s rave stuff. Like, so we were flicking back and forth. We were in the 90s room, having an amazing night. Just the two of us, just doing the messes, like having an hell of a night. Walked to the next one. As we walked in, Love Will Tear Us Apart by Joy Division come on. And I've looked at her face and she's fucking chuffed, right? She's bouncing. And that's when I went, fuck, you know what? I picked the right fucking girl there, because I'm feeling exactly the fucking same as she's feeling, do you know what I mean? And it was one of them, no one of them moments as a couple, like, you look.
They just know. She's the one, like.
Yeah, mate, it was like we both looked at each other and both thought exactly the same thing, like. So that song will always be fucking massive for us, but you can't play Love Will Tear You Apart at your wedding, can you?
Not when he ends up banging himself as well, like, isn't it? So.
No, exactly, like, you know what I mean? Exactly upbeat, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, fuck, like, again, how can you pick 5, like, but those are 5 or 6 there that fucking mean loads too, like.
Awesome. And the last question, like, from me anyway, Justin may have a couple more. What's the next 3 gigs you're looking forward to? So I'm going to choose one away that you know you're going to, one you want to go to, and one perhaps local that you didn't even know that was happening.
Well, fuck me. You can't really. Everything's fucking pulling hold at the minute, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
So I'll tell you what was planned. Like, we was going to see Kasabian end of this month in Leicester. With a hell of a mob of boys like fucking Denty, Luke, Ryan, Nick Reese Bushby, and all them, and that would have been fucking brilliant. Simply because it's in Leicester, their hometown. The only gig they play in all year would have been fucking brilliant. We had Airbnb, it would have been fucking quality. Jerry said we had in Cardiff Castle would have been great, cancelled. So everything now is just full on the back and it's nothing.
Yeah.
Gig I'd love to go to is Glastonbury, but I just can't, it's the 50th one, innit? Saying how would I work just now? Because it's 50 years, I think, wouldn't it? So next year will be 51, or is it the 50th Glastonbury?
I think they're still going to call it the 50th, but because of the fallow years, it's never been 50 anyway, really, is it? Because they have those fallow years.
Yeah.
So,
mate, listen, any time that you can get me in Glastonbury, I'll fucking take it. It's a very, very special place. We went to the Isle of Wight Festival. Brilliant, great, but no Glastonbury, like, not fucking same. Something about that in place, like, the mileage you do, it's fucking unbelievable. Because where we stay in the camp of Anfield, even when we stay in the camp of Anfield, cannot stay down the bottom. It's fucking hell on earth, just, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've seen people swimming out their tents, like, innit?
Ridiculous. That's not for me. Like, you've got to have a little bit of comfort at fucking 40 years old. Plus, as well, they jet wash the shitters every day. So that's happy when I'm walking there on my fucking Andrex and all that. And I'll go down there with a happy shot of bog rolled on the bottom.
The old Goldfinger, innit?
Any Glastonbury, exactly, fuck that. Any Glastonbury we can get to see will be amazing. Can't wait to see what fucking Greg pulls out of his ass next in the summer. Bound to be something great. So that's the only low thing I'd be looking forward to. Because I got no interest in going to town now. I'm a pub man now. I'll go to football, stay in a pub all night, jukebox on, I'm happy. The only thing you can get me to town for, and I haven't been to as many of these as I want, simply because the weird thing is Greg will say it's this night and something else will come up that night. So every fucking time I say I mean to go, like I should go to every single one, but sometimes stuff gets in the fucking way and I'm gutted. But every time Greg puts something on, I'm always up for it, like, you know what I mean? Always looking forward to it.
I drop tickets off to him. He never turns up, though. Drop tickets off. Yeah, never turns up.
Doing no fairness, like. We've had 2 fucking great nights here, like, for some of the others, they just can't make it. Todd Terry, I was looking forward to. I'm sure the next one is that what's going to be next? You've got to carry it over, or? Well,
we've got Todd Terry penciled in for August Bank Holiday. That's not going to happen, is it? That's not going to happen.
No.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't think so, realistically.
Yeah, I don't think so. So we're going to try and get in for October, November time. we're in discussions, as we said yesterday with Ryan, with Escape 2020, about hosting...
Right, listen to that. That makes sense, mate. If you haven't got your own fucking tent, 2020, when will that be, though? That'll be next year now, is it?
No, that's the end of September.
Yeah.
Is it really?
It hasn't been confirmed. It hasn't been confirmed, but we're in discussions with that. And so we'll be here in due course, and obviously then they'll announce.
Well, they would be fucking mad to have you lot in the tent on who own the side, in my opinion. They'd be fucking mad. Especially now after lockdown, innit?
Yeah,
with all the fucking... With what he's done, like how big the fucking brand are gone now, they'd be fucking crackers, like absolutely mad.
I hope they feel the same way, to be honest. I think we all do, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely. It'd be an honour, to be fair. We played in Logic, which is obviously an honour as well. We've had our own arena in Logic the last couple of years. So thank you to Jason and Chelsea for that. But yeah, it's just a skip.
Great people as it happens. I know Jason.
Absolutely.
Jason for years, like we can pen on that great boy.
Yeah, Jason's a good mate of mine. He's a diamond, isn't he? And he's building this thing from every single year. He gets better, and he's built it slowly. And you've got these guys then who from Inside Out Festival who's like taking over Escape. We're just going in it big, and it'd be lovely to get involved with that. So we'll have to wait and see. Like you said, when it comes to local brands, when it comes to house, and they're not blowing smoke up our ass, it'd be stupid not to get us involved.
Exactly. Yeah, totally agree.
Totally agree. But
and it'd be nice for you not to have the stress of organising, like we said, in the 90s. I was still in school, like I was in sixth form, like so I was about 17.
When you were in sixth form till you were 20 when you Charlotte told me?
Yeah, 21. I was older than 3 teachers. My mate Fabrizio was Italian, and we told her at 3 o'clock every day you had to pray to Allah. I don't know what part of it they pray to Allah, but fucking made up as you went along. And the student teacher just used to have to shut down a lesson for my mate to go in a corner and stop bowing to a wall. And she was fucking tamping, and I actually seen her in Ritzy's, and her boyfriend wanted to film me in. You know what I mean? Fucking, who knows it's bad when you're older than fucking student teachers. Yeah. I was turning up in my car. I was turning up in my Fiesta, driving in the car park, definitely fucking headmaster's fucking spot.
You had a beard like Rob Barrett.
As it goes, Charlotte told me I used to park in the teacher's spaces.
Yeah, fuck, yeah, unbelievable, yeah. The teacher's parking on the fucking road. Fucking hell, it was great fun, don't mind. Like I said, he was 21. So, like, on a Wednesday, you could hire Martha's out, right? So, at the end of term, like, in summer, I'd hire Martha's out for, like, I did about 7 weeks running and all that. Doing really well, like, not just selling them. We'd take us with school, put Martha's on the weekend. And then, I don't know who ever went to Martha's. Yeah, he would have gone to Martha's. Got Quids in, wouldn't he? So
I went to Quids in. I was too young for Martha's, I was. Yeah. I'm younger than Charlotte as well. Let me just get out of the way as well.
I didn't really, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a toy boy.
So if you had 80 or 90 people in there, they'd open upstairs, right?
Yeah.
But I used to say to Spielberg, I'd sell tickets, I'd sell 40, 50, and then Spielberg would sell them downstairs while he was DJing, like, S Club 7, gonna be massive, beautiful people. And so he'd be selling them downstairs. And then say to him, don't go past 90. Because if you opened upstairs, it'd look fucking dead, because everyone goes upstairs. Yeah. All of a sudden then, you've got like, you could only have 9 people over the 80. And once upstairs, then people go upstairs and it looks fucking dead.
Yeah,
but I know with that 90, it looks fucking rammed. So even if 40 people come in wanting to go up, I don't want them there, like, because it looks bad on me end. Because I want people coming out going, do see Paddy, it was rammed. Yeah, but
Paddy the promoter.
Good times. And do you know who shut me down?
Go on.
Yeah, the year 5 in Bishop Vaughan. He's the one who shut us down because everyone from school was going. It's fucking embarrassing. Told my mother and father and told them I was selling tickets to 13-year-olds. You little fucker. Yeah. So they pulled me in school and said, "Oh, look what you fucking doing." I said, "It's out the school hours." They went, "You're selling You're selling them to kids in our Rave, dog cat. She was like, so they tried to kick me out. They tried to kick me out, like, I was fucking 22 at the time, you dog cat.
So with the obviously we've been lucky with the weather, right? Last 10 weeks. If we had chucked it down every weekend or every day for the last 10 weeks, we would have been stuffed. We would have been stuffed.
Yeah.
So,
fuck, mate. I don't think we realise how lucky we fucking been. Like.
We have.
On this, fucking every fucker's put the photos of the garden up. My photos like fucking Lebanon. Honestly, I'm Jay Roberts up to clear it, and Big Gav and all that. They cleaned it twice. Cost me fucking 900 quid. Honestly, makes me jealous. No, I'm phoning Jake Lynch all the time. Fucking, I'm telling him, once my old man dies, I'm having a Jake Lynch garden. I can't fucking wait. It's going to be great.
Which one of the Lynches is getting married this weekend? Not the stag do this weekend.
Could it have been? Is Craig married? I don't know. No, sure. Well, they're not going anyway, are they?
No.
Well,
the Lynches don't give a fuck. The Lynches don't give a fuck. They've hired a private jet and Brennan over there. Paul Lynch is driving the fucking thing.
I fucking know that. There's a text message saying, do you want to DJ for 7 hours in the Lynch gig for this stag do? It's like, what? Am I gonna get away with that? You've got no chance.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Not this week. Maybe fucking
the
next week.
The only working class family of Swansea to have a fucking swimming pool. I tag them all the time, the Lynch life. They love it. They don't give a fuck. They're like the Kardashians. I love something.
the Lynch Dashians.
So what's Port Ennant got lined up for this weekend with the rain, no pad? Is slip and slide down Dannegrog Road, or?
Mate, we don't give a fuck. We'll do a quiz out there. We haven't got the umbrellas. Honest to fuck, Jerry. Nothing's fucking changed over here, mate. Clark has fully got us all out. We'll all be doing like canoe down Pan Street and all that. It'd be fucking great. Honestly, between us, I was hoping to have a little bit of a weekend off the bevy.
Between us.
No chance, mate.
This is going out tomorrow morning, mind. This ain't going to be between anybody.
Oh, fuck. Could put it out Sunday, is that okay? Yeah, fucking hell. So, as far as I'm aware, Telly said, grab me a fucking AU vodka. Away, up, here we go.
Yeah.
Stopping for a bit of fucking rain.
Your lager collection's like a grand tour of Europe as well, isn't it? So,
mate, the thing is, we're not spending £100 on a night out now.
Exactly. Yeah.
20 quid. You can get 20 quid. You get in 6 Moretti, 6 Peroni in the cans.
Yeah.
They look cool as fuck. I like them.
Yeah.
It's a straight. A couple of those lemon fucking Thatchers.
Yeah.
And bags of ice from Rums. He did try and limit to 4. I told him to fuck off, said I'd start going to the bottom shop. So give me 6. Give me 6 packs then. Fill the bin up. Obviously empty the bin first. Only thing, Dawn, the stupid cunt, filled it full of Zaflora. She cleaned the bins out. No, she was having the beef, the steak and the chicken plastic. So I stuck all my lagers. Then I went, fucking hell, every can I got tastes of fucking bleach.
Tastes.
She fucking cleaned the fucking bin. Really had the fucking shit for 3 days. Stupid cunt, what she is.
Pine fresh Moretti. Yes,
unbelievable. Like someone in a bowl. Like fucking, what are we going to do? Give me fucking potpourri with my steak and sex.
Well, I know, having listened to you enough, Pad, as well, I know that you're a freak for the ice. So if there's no ice, there's no drinking in it. Is that how it works for you, almost?
Without ice in this house, well, all the shops on there, knowing the fucking heat wave and all that on Saturday afternoon, everyone's going up there and buying ice, isn't it?
Yeah.
And fucking, the fucking top shop said no ice. And I said, mate, fuck you. Ice is for fucking, ice in for Christmas. It's for the year round. I'm fucking in here every day buying ice. Don't fucking go giving it the dull cunts who drink so much you do. It's fucking sunny. And he went up the back end. He went up the back and fucking got me some.
Moonshine ice.
Secret stash.
Mate, I cannot drink. I can't drink without ice now. That's the problem. It's turned into like a bit of an addiction. Melina next door, lovely woman. She heard I fucking didn't have no ice. She gave me one of them, no little ice trays.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. There's 6 cubes in it. I told her. I washed my balls with 6 cubes of ice. No, I wouldn't fucking make nothing cold. What am I going to do with that? Fucking hell. I put them under my pits. No, I'm going to deodorant. 6 fucking tubes of ice, you know.
You're going to have to buy one of those industrial ice machines that they have in pubs, Pad, aren't you?
Priced them up, 90 quid. 90 quid. My missus went to get me up for Christmas. Fucking, I was hoping for a Stone Island jacket. She fucking bought me a fucking ice maker. Could have killed the cunt.
What does she look like
90
in it?
quid.
What does she look like in an ice machine?
Exactly, exactly, yeah. Fucking hell. 90 quid for fucking ice.
Well, I'm sure that the weekend over in Portend will go with a bang, and hopefully the videos that don't circulate to the gendarmes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Listen, I know. Everyone stays in their fucking gardens at first. Billy's mother, Leanne, goes around with a fucking tape measure. Fuck's it, 2 meters. But listen, like I said, when the old woman across the road is like, husband and long died, and she'd be on her own, and when she comes out and says, all these things every Saturday and VE Day, said they made life hell more easier for me, and I am felt on my own. And you know what? Fuck it, that's what it's all about, like, isn't it?
Well,
yeah.
And
I know everyone said, we even give flyers out now. We call them the second wave parties. We don't know if just embraced it now. You know what I mean?
But to bring it kind of almost full circle, and that's kind of why we are doing what we've done as well, isn't it? Really, is because
exactly, mate. Yeah,
provide content.
Exactly.
The same as you do the podcast with Rai every week as well, because you want to provide content, and people are clamouring for it. I know. I listened to it walking around Klein Golf Course this morning, playing 18 holes, right? So,
brilliant.
Right,
yeah.
and these little things, they just fall in as part of people's routines, and I think people are clamouring for us to get on the decks on a Friday and a Saturday, the same as you with the podcast.
Yeah, they are, mate.
And stuff like that.
I'm telling you they are.
Yeah,
I'm telling you because...
Go on. No, go on, you.
It was like literally... everyone I know looks forward to it, like, were they happening before the lockdown? I think people were doing them, weren't they? But I don't know whether because people literally couldn't leave the house, people wouldn't think twice about buying a fucking couple of cans and sticking it on Facebook. Some people listen to it loud. I have it on my headphones. Yeah. Read the comments, which are always good fun. And it was like...
Especially you,
Oh, mate, I fucking love it. Like, good fun. Like, and I think...
I was just brilliant. Racking us off. It's just comedy gold, it is.
Yeah. I enjoyed Sunday, like. But no, I think what we're doing is fucking shit hot, like, and... Of course, the lockdown about. Like, I don't think any of us would be same as a podcast. Like at the start of lockdown, don't forget the way we do the podcast. We have people in, and then so we were totally fucked. Then we literally thought we're gonna have to finish until all this fucking kicks off. And then I went, well, should we try it over the phone? We don't put it out on YouTube. It goes out on YouTube, but we don't film it. And he said, well, let's see what it's like over the phone. And I don't know. People seem to think it's all right. I don't listen back, so I don't really know. My missus said it doesn't sound too bad. It's not ideal.
Always class. Always class.
Oh, well, so if the sound is all right, and I'd be honest, like, they've been good. I've had more messages since the lockdown than ever before. Like, we always have a couple of good messages every week. Literally, I'm having people telling me now, messaging me, saying, I was in a bad place mentally, and literally, the lockdown came, and fucking I was really worried. And they said, once a week, I know I can put you two on, and you're talking about the things. What we do is no different. Anyone could do what we do. I really do believe that. It's just two mates talking for 2 hours. Like, I honestly think people relate to it because it could be you talking to your mates. Like,
it's because it's so natural. That's why.
I think anyone could do it. Like.
No, I disagree. People can't do what you two do because you've got that fucking you connect and you've got that gel. And me and Justin couldn't do what you two do because you two talk about everything. Well, we quite well. I work
possibly.
I work for a bank, so I can't talk about certain things. Justin works, Justin works as well, so he can't talk about certain things. But you two are just no holds barred, whatever.
Yeah. Fucking hell. If any of my fucking bosses heard, I think it'd be mortified. But I think I'd like to think if they knew, look, let's be honest, do I exaggerate? Of fucking course I do. Fucking hell. Like my missus said, half the time they're just words, like, you know what I mean? I don't really stash 3 grams of Charlie in my daughter's knicker drawer. Of course I don't. I stash them in a sock drawer. Of course I don't.
Why wouldn't you?
Exactly. But like, you know, they're just words. Like, so I like to think people won't take
Yeah,
it too seriously. Like, but like I said, with lockdown, we had no sport, we had no boxing, no football. So what are you going to talk about? You're literally going to talk about life in lockdown, isn't it?
Yeah.
So like, right, if you're talking about Ryan's fucking keep-ups, it's Ryan keep-ups. If you're talking about your opinions on fucking Corona, you're talking about Corona. If you're talking about potential, we can only talk about what we have done, like, you know what I mean, and what we are doing. And it's the same as what everyone else in Swansea's fucking doing. So when people mess you and say, oh, you know, we could have just knocked the podcast on the head for lockdown, but I'm glad we didn't now, because loads of people said, oh, it's a bit fucking, it's something to look forward to on a Thursday night or Friday, you know. So I'm glad we carried it on, like, and long may it continue.
Well, no, more power to you.
Back over the living room. Once you can have people back over the living room.
Yeah. Why didn't you get them over Zoom? Like what are you doing now, Pad? This is new to you and new to Ryan as well. So why can't you just get over Zoom?
Because you can just do audio. You could just do audio. You don't have to do video.
Well, the one thing we have talked about is like we've had a few people lined up, and I would say that this sort of technique now would make it a hell of a lot easier. We did worry about sound quality. So I don't know whether that would be like audio wise. I don't know.
People only care about sound quality who's in the podcast game, don't they? It's only podcast geeks who care about the sound quality. As long as you can hear what you're saying.
Right, yeah, of course, yeah. The only thing I will say, mine, is a lot of what me and Ryan do, would it be the same? Who've been over, Greg? Like, would it be the same interviewing someone over the phone? Like, when we got him in here, like James Thomas, for example, didn't really want to do it. He don't do many interviews. No, he's a quiet boy. He's a shy guy. Like, he's not really. We had to fucking we had to force him to do it. I know when he was walking out of my house, he went, "Oh, boys, I've had fucking good bath. I'm chuffed I've done it." And no, if I was over the phone, I think we'd be a bit bland, like, do you know what I mean? But when we got him in the living room with us, I just think it adds more, like, you know, and I think we are.
Yeah, there's an ambience. There's an ambience that's created.
It is, definitely. I think that's where we start. And I'm not sure whether it would work so well over the phone. Like,
it depends how.
Give it a go. One thing I will say over the phone, it's gonna give you outreach can get bigger, isn't it? Like we could interview someone. I'm sure we can get someone fucking from Scotland, and we could get them in over the phone. They aren't gonna leave their living room, and it'd be far easier to get. Like, but whether you'd have the same atmosphere, I'm not sure. Like, you know,
that could be the Andy Robinson door breaker, mate, can it?
Exactly. See, exactly. Yeah, that's right. That's what it is.
You know, it's,
that's right.
I honestly, I think that I said this to Ryan as well the other day, and it's not sycophantic at all. I think what you two have done encapsulates Swansea as well, almost, and the way
very good to say.
No, and the way that we all relate to each other as well. You know, you and I haven't spoken before. We get on to a chat, you find common ground, you have a laugh, and that's kind of how we are really down here as well. And I think that that really comes out with the podcast.
I'd have no doubt if me and him meet tomorrow, we're going to get on. Yeah. And I have no doubt about that at all. I feel like I know you anyway. We never met, but I feel like I know him. I do know people I know and vice versa.
You'd have the best night of your life, Pad.
Best 20 seconds, anyway.
No, but I do think, I agree with what you're saying. I do think we are, like, it is a very Swansea. We are very Swansea, like, you know, I think, like, the city, I just don't think everyone appreciates how fucking good the place we live in is. The people who live there and the place itself, like, I think it's an amazing place to live. Well, it's an amazing place.
You lots to shout about, and that's what you guys do to a T, really. There's so much. I've played, well, Justin, you can say the same as well. You probably played all over the country, and there's not an atmosphere anywhere else in the world than what it is in Swansea.
No.
And I don't care what other people say. I know for a fact, because I played all over the country in different parts.
Back in the room now.
Back in the room. I just said like that as well. Sheffield, London's, and nothing compares to the atmosphere you're going to get in Swansea.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And
I've seen Norman J playing Back to Basics in Leeds, I think, and Escape in Swansea, and play a similar set, like.
Opposite.
Swansea fucking smashed it.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
Always do.
Totally different, like.
Always do.
Yeah,
because
I think as well.
We just think because we're a small city, everybody's so appreciative, really, isn't it? That this name has come down to us. And because we feel in that sort of way, we give them that special welcome. I think that's what it probably is. Leeds, they probably think, oh, Norman Jay's on tonight, fucking Judge Steele's tomorrow, or Tall Paul's on Monday. They don't give a fuck, do they? As Paddy would say. But yeah, when it comes to Swansea, it is, because we don't get these guys down often. Roger Sanchez couldn't wait to come down.
Really?
Couldn't wait to come down, to the point, I could probably say it now. At the time, on a Monday, I rang his agent.
I remember this.
I rang his agent. Sorry, track winning. I rang his agent and said, right, okay, what's happening with Roger? Because he's coming down on Friday. I'm near dining. When's he coming in? When's he getting flown in? And he said, Greg, just to let you know, there's been something happening in the family. I need to come back to you. So I shit myself. I thought he's not coming. So I rang Defected. We had 2 DJs lined up just in case he couldn't come. And then he rang me then on Thursday. He said, look, Greg, he said, I'm definitely coming. I can't wait to come to Swansea. I just need to find out what flight I'm coming in at. At that point, obviously, it relieved me then. But up until then, I thought he wasn't coming for his family emergency. Because he was in the UK for a while. And then he flew back then, didn't he, to Florida because of the family. But we didn't think he was going to fly back over. So he came over. We managed to sort it out anyway. But yeah, it's he couldn't wait to play in Swansea. And he said this was the biggest night that he won. He was playing in, I can't remember. He was playing
in London.
He's playing in London. He had 2 gigs in London. And
one in Croydon, I think, the next day as well, didn't he? In like a festival on the Saturday in Croydon.
Yeah, he played in Croydon. He played in Croydon in the day, and I think he played in the Printworks in the night, I think. Or a big venue in the night. Hence why he didn't fucking drink any of the £700 drink I fucking bought for him. Yeah, we drank it in the end, to be honest, because he thought he was going to take it with him, like a fucking doggy bag. He got no chance, mate.
Or as we call it in Portland, bingo time. Saturday.
Bingo time. Yeah, but yeah, he couldn't wait to come back down here, and I'm sure. I've spoken to Todd a few times, and he's saying, I've only heard of this place. XYZ. He said, I've loved Wales. He said, but I am I've heard of Swansea, but I haven't played yet. So there's loads of people who want to come to Swansea just because it's got that. It's a reputation, really, of how much we're appreciative of these guys coming to our city, which is mad, really, isn't it? Because we're no city different to anybody else, but we are so.
We just buy into stuff, don't we? We just buy into stuff down here completely, and it's fuck eye or fuck all, isn't it? Really, I suppose down here. So
yeah,
and at the end of the day, like I know, having listened to the podcast, and obviously I know the DJ crowd as well. It's like I love my city, right? I'm massively proud of being from Swansea. I've lived here 47 years, and I probably will end up being buried here as well. Like, you know, and I'm very protective of it. Of course, I'll slag it off to you because you're a jack as well, and I can, right? And that's how the way it works. But if somebody from outside has a pop, and you get leery about it, do you know what I mean? And for us to be able to bring nights like the Sanchez, the Todd Terrys, and stuff like that is incredible, really. And to be part of it again, absolutely amazing, and something probably that I didn't think that was going to come round again, having kind of not played out for quite a while as well. And I just think it's exactly the same as you boys as well. It shows your pull as well, Pad. You know, you could have sold 300 tickets to watch 2 blokes shouting down a microphone in a pub, really. You know what I mean? That's
right. It's a good pub, man.
It is a good pub, yeah. Yes. Yeah. It's only as good as the entertainment. It's only as good as
fuck yeah.
But look, I haven't got anything else to add, Pad. I know that we're keeping you up as well. You probably grafted.
No, fuck, mate. 5 working in the morning, but I could fucking go on for hours here, mate. I'm so glad you asked me, genuinely now. Only because I told you, Greg, didn't I? Keep them going. Don't stop now, just the boys. Like, crack on. And then when he said, fucking hell, do you want to come on? I went, yeah. Do I just want to come on, talk about music for fucking 3 hours? Fuck yeah. Even if it just means you've got another. That's when he said, oh, you and Ryan. No, fuck that. Do Ryan, then do me. So that's fucking another 2 we've got then. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's it like?
And you did exactly say that as well. You did exactly say that as well.
Yeah. So instead of having 5 videos, we would have had 6 with me and Ryan. Now we've got 7. Yeah. You know, so, you know, fucking carry them on, mate. don't do them, maybe if you can't do one a week. But saying that, yeah, one a week, get a bit of fucking continuity. Like, that's one of the things we always say about the podcast. Like,
it's consistent.
Lockdown,
you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent.
Mate, there's a few weeks where I just can't be bothered. And then my missus will say to me, you've got to do it, like, you've got to do it. And then, like Ryan said, we had a week off the other week. Sometimes you've got to have a week off. We did
that killed me. That killed me, man.
10 weeks solid.
What am I going to listen to on a Friday morning?
Solid, like. Yeah, I know what I mean. But we did 10 weeks solid, like 8 weeks of the lockdown. And then just say, look, I have 1 week off. And then sometimes you need it, like, you know.
Yeah.
But, don't stop, mate. Crack on. Get on to Paddy. Get on to Edgy. CM Williams will do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, get on to him.
That's
and then, like, who's to stop you? Yes, amazing. We have lined him up for the podcast, is it that?
He's going to bring in volumes 1, 2, and 3 for you as well, then, Pat.
Exactly, exactly. And pregnant women and bull mastiffs.
The other copies broke.
Spielberg would be a hell of a guest, man, wouldn't he?
I told him about it, and he's up for it. Like, it's just getting the fucker down, like. You know what I mean? And having him close to my 15-year-old daughter. You know, that's another fucking one.
That's a worry.
Just order something from Deliveroo, mate. He'll rock up for you.
He always turns up. Like the only Deliveroo driver who turns up in a fucking Harley Davidson. Everyone else is fucking struggling on a push bike, can't deliver to Mount Pleasant.
A 125 Harley Davidson. That's the thing. So the CBT the cunt.
Yeah, he turns up in like Sons of Anarchy, like.
I know.
But thank you very much for your time, Pad.
Oh, no worries, boys. Anytime, mate. You know what?
Absolute pleasure. And thank you very much. Well, it was your idea, really, as you said.
Yeah.
I just thought I was just going to let people know about the team so everybody can put a personality, really, to the face. And you said, look, you need to carry on with this. So it's nice to get some influential people on, yourself and Ryan, to start it off.
Fucking hell. Influential people, like. Okay.
You're the next Kevin Johns, mate. Whether you like it or not.
I can see it, mate. Yeah. Pantomimes are going to take a very different turn in the next few years, ladies and gentlemen.
I look forward to it.
They're going to be over 18 pantomimes.
Exactly, yeah.
So thank you for your time, Pad. I do appreciate it.
Thank you, boys. Really enjoyed. Good laugh.
Take it easy, Pad.
Pleasure. Take care.
All the best. Ta-da.
Ta-da, boys. See you later.
Ta-da.